Parties at the moment are raising is the fact that they believe that a lot of agencies, especially the CBI and the ED, have been used by the BJP to target opposition leaders. Most of the opposition leaders say that at the moment they stay in the fear that there is a possibility that some officer or the other from one of these agencies can knock on their doors anytime. And we did see how Delhi police personnel were present outside Rahul Gandhi's house a few days back. So some of those major issues, and one of the other issues opposition party is also saying is the fact that they believe it is the BJP which is not letting the parliament function, and the party does not want debates on some of the crucial issues across the country. Just to show you, Paul, what exactly is taking place at Vijay Chowk, very, very heavy police deployment, security personnel, all of them present, the layers of barricades that you can see. Paul, this is a VVIP area, the Rashtrapati Bhavan, barely 500 meters away from where we are standing, the South Block, the North Block, the Finance Ministry, the Home Ministry, all the ministries situated here. The buses that you see, Paul, have been brought in to detain all the leaders. We believe the leaders will be reaching in another 10 to 15 minutes. The idea is to march till the Constitution Club of India, Paul, but it seems like the kind of police deployment that we see at the moment, they will be stopped here. They will not be allowed to cross over, and the opposition leaders will be taken into the buses from here. We also believe there is a possibility that all the opposition parties might get together and also hold a press conference later in the day today. Paul.
Aishwarya, stay on with us. Earlier, this is what Prime Minister Narendra Modi had to say about the opposition parties. He was addressing BJP Karyakartas on its foundation day.
कांग्रेस और उनके जैसी पार्टियों का कल्चर, उन पार्टियों की पहचान क्या है? परिवारवाद, वंशवाद, जातिवाद और क्षेत्रवाद का बंधक है ये सारे लोग। कांग्रेस और उसके जैसी पार्टियों का कल्चर छोटा छोटा सोचना, छोटे सपने देखना और उससे भी कम हासिल करके खुशियां मनाना बस, और खुशी एक दूसरे की पीठ थपथपाना। भाजपा का पॉलिटिकल कल्चर है बड़े सपने देखने और उससे भी ज्यादा हासिल करने के लिए जी जान से खप जाना। सन 47 में अंग्रेज भले चले गए, लेकिन जनता को गुलाम रखने की मानसिकता यहीं पर कुछ लोगों के जहन में बो करके चले गए, यही छोड़ गए थे। इसलिए आजादी के बाद के वर्षों में देश में ऐसा वर्ग खूब फला फूला जो सत्ता को अपना जन्मजात हक समझता था। इन लोगों की बादशाही मानसिकता ने देश की जनता को हमेशा अपना गुलाम माना।
Massive controversy erupts in Uttarakhand over illegal mazars. Several mazars have been found in Nainital's Jim Corbett National Park, which are said to be illegally built. Now, locals and right-wing groups have demanded action against the illegal land grab. They say, in fact, they staged a protest against the illegal mazars. On the other hand, the Muslim devotees who visit the mazars have defended them, saying they have existed for years, with a few of them as claimed by them to be over 70 years old. After the matter came to light, the administration has taken note of it and ordered a probe into the matter. Here's a special report from the ground.
इस वक्त मेरी मौजूदगी जिम कॉर्बेट पार्क के बीचों बीच है और मेरे सामने आप जो देख रहे हैं ये एक मज़ार है। इसमें तमाम तरीके के चादर भी रखी हुई हैं, घंटियां भी लगी हुई हैं। कैमरे का अगर वाइड एंगल आप देखेंगे तो आपको चारों ओर मेरे पेड़, घना जंगल, जिम कॉर्बेट का वो क्षेत्र नज़र आएगा जहां आप भी आते हैं, लोग आते हैं, दूर दूर से आते हैं। पर उस क्षेत्र के बीच में, उस कॉर्बेट के बीच में एक अवैध तरीके से बसी हुई मज़ार आपको यहाँ नज़र आएगी। पर सवाल ये है कि जब जंगल की ज़मीन पर अवैध तरीके से मज़ार बनाना गलत है, इलीगल है, तो ये मज़ारे कैसे हैं?
उत्तराखंड है उसका स्वरूप एक देवभूमि का है। हमारे जितने भी देव हैं वो यहाँ पर वास करते हैं और वहाँ पर जिस तरीके से ये मज़ारें आ रही हैं या हमने पिछले 20 सालों 25 सालों में देखा उत्तराखंड बनने के बाद जिस तरीके से यहाँ मज़ारें बढ़ती जा रही हैं। कुछ मज़ारें हो सकता है पुरानी हैं, हम मानते हैं, हम भी उनको बचपन से देखते आ रहे हैं, लेकिन अचानक पिछले 20 सालों के अंदर ये मज़ारें जो कहीं पर कहीं छोटी सी मज़ार थी उसके ऊपर अचानक गुंबद बनने लग गए और वहाँ पे लोग बैठने लग गए और वहाँ पे झाड़ फूक शुरू हो गया। तो उसको लेकर के हिंदू जनमानस में एक तीखी प्रतिक्रिया है, ऐसा मुझे लगता है।
ये पूरा का पूरा सरकारी ज़मीन है, वन विभाग का एरिया है। यहाँ पर लगभग 50 से ज़्यादा ऐसी मज़ारें बन चुकी हैं जो अब से नहीं धीरे धीरे इनमें काम हो रहा है। यहाँ से पहाड़ को जाने वाले जिसमें रेता बजरी जाता है ट्रकों में, तो वो ट्रक वाले भी क्या करते हैं कि दो दो ईंटें अपनी निकाल के उन मज़ारों के बाहर छोड़ते हुए जाते हैं कि भविष्य में उसका निर्माण उन दो दो ईंटों की सहायता से वो लोग कर सकें।
अब जैसे जिसकी कि में मौत होती गई उन लोगों की दरगाह बनती गई वो। अब इसी हिसाब से अब जितने इनके खादिम थे उन्हीं की दरगाह है। और कि मैं इस दरगाह को लगभग कि मैं 70 साल से तो कि मैं हम लोग कि मैं ऐसे मतलब मेरी 23 वर्ष की उम्र है, 23 वर्ष से मैं आता हूँ यहाँ पे जी। बाकी देखो ये वन विभाग वालों का काम है, अगर इतनी कि मैं आपत्ति तो उनको लगानी थी।
So there seems to be a conflict that's brewing there in the Jim Corbett National Park area in Uttarakhand, where right-wing groups are alleging that some of these mazars have in fact been illegally built. There is an illegal land grab which is behind it, but those of course who pray at these mazars are saying that some of these are at least 70 years old and there is nothing illegal about the same. The administration of course has taken note of the complaints that they've received. They're probing the matter, but clearly that's a conflict that's brewing on the ground in Uttarakhand. As you can see in those images, those mazars which have been built on the ground over there, but right-wing groups they're claiming that it's all illegal. Samarth is joining me live at the moment. Samarth in fact filed that report from the ground. Samarth, what is the administration telling you about these mazars?
Well, exactly. That's one statement came from the CM Pushkar Dhami. He clearly said that it was a survey which took place in Uttarakhand where more than 1,000 mazars were found, and that was quite shocking because it was not a day one thing as per the CM and the administration of the forest area. And we also spoke to the Jim Corbett for IFS. He clearly said that because one thing is very clear, more than 1,000 mazars can't be a day one thing, and especially when mazars were found inside the Jim Corbett Park. This is the national park. How can a mazar could be inside that forest area? That's against the ruling of Supreme Court as well. So that was the thing that Forest Department has to figure out. And that's what CM of Uttarakhand has clearly directed to the officials to remove, because at many places demolition work is also on for the removal of these mazars which were illegally constructed. Because one thing is very clear, as per the rules, nobody can construct a mosque or a mazar or temple in the forest area, especially the government area. And if somebody is doing that, then it is one of the offences. And strict action has also been taken because demolition drive is already on in various districts and various tehsils of Uttarakhand, be it the block of Ramnagar, Pithoragarh, and also the capital Dehradun. Many districts were found, many areas were found where demolition drive was on, and the CM of Uttarakhand has called it the Mazar Jihad. So that's a big term coming in from the CM himself, because he's calling it a Mazar Jihad, and that with such mazars found in various places of Uttarakhand, because we was not blocked till Jim Corbett only. We went to the Ramnagar area. We went to one place where, Polimi, I must tell you, where I found around 5 to 6 mazars within a footsteps of 10 footsteps. So you can imagine, you can say in a 500-meter range, we found around 8 mazars. Because we consider the religious feeling and everything, because that could be the one thing, two thing. But how can you justify 4 to 8 mazars on the name of one same person who died somewhere else, but the mazars were found at some other place? So that was the bigger question. But when administration gave the proper report and survey was held in Uttarakhand in various districts, in various blocks as well, then a report was found where more than 1,000 mazars.
Those are some very legitimate questions that Samarth there is raising based on his own investigation on the ground. Samarth, thank you so much for joining us with those details. We're cutting across live to Parliament right now, where the tricolour flag march of the opposition has begun. This march is going from Parliament inside the premises to Vijay Chowk. As you can see, it has already reached outside the Parliament premises. It is being led by the Congress party. Those live pictures now coming in from outside Parliament right now. It started from inside Parliament. The opposition there gathered as one, moving towards Vijay Chowk. There, as you can see, the security that has been deployed because they will not be allowed to move any further from this area. This is the high security zone, and obviously this cannot be allowed to move any further. Previously as well, on previous instances, the opposition has tried to march from Parliament to even the CBI and the ED office, but was stopped right here at Vijay Chowk. But you can see that tricolour flag march that the opposition has now embarked upon after the session, in fact, concluded. My colleague Aishwarya Paliwal is now joining me live. Aishwarya, we can see some opposition parties who've joined the Congress party in this march. Give us more details. Give us a sense of what's happening on the ground.
Well, Palomino, straight away cutting to the visuals to tell you what exactly is happening in the VVIP area of the national capital. Opposition party leaders holding the Indian tricolour now walking towards Vijay Chowk, the area where very, very heavy police deployment. The SSB personnel also present on the spot. The buses are all ready to detain the leaders. The march has begun. A lot of leaders wearing black because the opposition parties over the past many days is saying that these are black days for Indian democracy. So as a symbol, you see a lot of those leaders wearing black. What would happen, Paul, is the fact that they will try to make sure that at least they reach the first barricade. But the Delhi police personnel giving them, at the moment asking them to stop at that spot because, the march, the administration will not let, the police will not let them march till the Constitution Club. Mallikarjun Kharge wearing all white, spearheading this march, Paul. Other leaders wearing black. We'll cut to the ambience, Paul. Sanjay Singh from the Aam Aadmi Party, Mallikarjun Kharge from the Congress Party. The demand is for the JPC, a Joint Parliamentary Committee, to be set up for the Adani. Mallikarjun Kharge raising the flag, marching with the Indian tricolour in his hand. Manoj Jha, the top leaders, top leaders from the opposition party. Imran Pratap from the Congress party, the top leaders now walking, Paul.
विपक्ष के लोग व्यवधान पैदा करते हैं, लेकिन पहली बार है सत्ता पक्ष ने 13 मार्च से आज तक जब कभी बोलने की कोशिश की एलओपी ने या विपक्ष में किसी ने, बलपूर्वक वहां से शोर शुरू हो जाता है। मंत्री से लेकर उनके साधारण सदस्य तक सब लोग शोर मचा के व्यवधान करते हैं। तो लोकतंत्र की हत्या हो रही है। किस लिए? भ्रष्टाचार को बचाने के लिए, अडानी को बचाने के लिए। क्योंकि लूटने वाला अगर गुनहगार है अडानी, तो लुटवाने वाली सरकार भी गुनहगार है।
स्थापना दिवस है आज, आप लोग तिरंगा मार्च निकाल रहे हैं।
हाँ, भाजपा को है शायद बुद्धि आ जाए, सद्बुद्धि आ जाए, गोडसे का रास्ता छोड़ के गांधी का अपना ले अगर वो, तो मैं समझता हूँ इसीलिए तिरंगा यात्रा।
देखिए, अभी हमसे प्रमोद तिवारी बात कर रहे हैं, ये बताइए कितनी बार आप लोग ने इसमें पूरे सेशन में प्रोटेस्ट किया है, कुछ कारगर साबित हुआ है?
देखिए, जनता के दरबार में हम सारे तथ्य सामने रख रहे हैं। हमें पूरा भरोसा है कि हमें न्याय मिलेगा।
प्रमोद तिवारी तिरंगा लेके आज आप लोग निकले हैं, मांग क्या है?
Pictures that our colleagues are bringing to us from the ground in Vijay Chowk, sloganeering by the opposition parties. The Congress there and its president Mallikarjun Kharge leading that opposition march from inside Parliament to Vijay Chowk, stopped by the police over there. You can see the DMK present, the RJD present, the Aam Aadmi Party present, the left parties present, the Samajwadi Party present in this march, which has just started and has now reached Vijay Chowk. Later, we're expecting that the opposition parties will also hold a joint press conference in the Constitution Club at New Delhi. My colleague Aishwarya Paliwal continues to be live with us. Aishwarya, the opposition parties there and their march, of course, stopped by the police which has been deployed at Vijay Chowk.
The leaders now going.
अफसोस की बात है कि प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी झूठ का सहारा ले रहे हैं। आज भाजपा के स्थापना दिवस पर उन्होंने
पूरे सदन यानी सेशन पूरा खत्म हुआ, क्यों हुआ उसके बारे में जानकारी हम देंगे। आप कृपया करके वहाँ सभी आइए, पूरे डिटेल में बात
Constitution Club, follow me. That's what all the opposition leaders are now saying. That's the place where they will be going. After the march, not being allowed to move, and even cross the barricades because the police personnel.
Heard from Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge over there briefly saying that the opposition was not allowed to raise its demands in Parliament during the second half of the budget session, which is what they're protesting. Shortly, they will be addressing a press conference, a joint press conference at the Constitution Club in New Delhi, and you'll hear from them. But that is, of course, a joint opposition front, a march. A march from Parliament to Vijay Chowk, which has now been stopped. Aishwarya continues to be live with us. Aishwarya, bring us more details from the ground.
Constitution Club, that's what all the leaders at the moment are saying. They're saying, come here, because this is the place where, you'll be able to see a lot of tricolor flags, the Indian flag, flying high in the hands of all the opposition leaders, the top leaders of the Congress party. Mallikarjun Kharge.
Parliament, it is said that while the government can have its way, the opposition must have its say. This government does not allow us to have our say. That is why the Parliament has been washed out. That's why we have come out to highlight to the people of India that the flag must be protected, the Constitution must be upheld, and that the democratic space is shrinking in India. We need to highlight that.
Supreme Court yesterday plea as well of the 14 opposition parties. How do you look at it?
The court in its judicial wisdom has ruled that maybe it was a very broad-based, plea. The court was not in a position to entertain it. We will fine-tune the plea and come back.
All pressing Constitution Club, no pressing.
You have been marching the tricolor march.
Chidambaram, Congress Member of Parliament, had to say he was also specifically asked about the Supreme
Parliament is become a mockery. The government themselves is not allowing to run the Parliament. And their Treasury bench during this session has stopped the parliamentary proceedings. Why? They don't want to discuss this Adani scam. They are running away from the Adani scam. We are continuously asking for an inquiry, JPC inquiry on this thing. They don't want to do this. Therefore, they are running away from the Parliament. There is no Parliament democracy.
So that was, of course, K.C. Venugopal of the Congress Party, Member of Parliament, saying that Parliament has become a mockery, that he says, the Congress Party want to discuss the Adani issue, but that is not being allowed. Remember that Parliament has concluded its budget session today, and after the conclusion, the opposition parties just marched from Parliament to Vijay Chowk, and now they're headed to Constitution Club in New Delhi, where they will be addressing a press conference listing out their grievances and their demands. Remember, yesterday, of course, the Supreme Court rejected the plea which was submitted before aid by 14 opposition political parties, alleging misuse of central agencies by the central government. Let's listen in to this report, which has been filed by my colleague Amit Bhardwaj.
The opposition party MPs have started their Tiranga march from Vijay Chowk. These are the visuals coming from Vijay Chowk. They stepped out of the parliament. This is united force of the opposition parties, and these MPs are holding the national flag Tiranga in their hands, and they are constantly
actually saying that the Parliament should not be allowed to function, with the resumption of the budget session for the first couple of weeks disrupted by the Treasury benches, which has never happened in the history of our Parliament. Thereafter, with Rahul Gandhi's disqualification, the opposition also rose. The net result is we've had no debate, no discussion, no progress. We've had a situation where 45 lakh crores of taxpayers' money has been approved on the finance bill without a single minute's discussion. This is not the way parliamentary democracy is supposed to function, and therefore the objective here has been to show the flag literally and to say let's protect and safeguard our democracy. The future of our country depends on it. Thank you.
So that, of course, was Congress MP Shashi Tharoor alleging that at the resumption of the second half of the budget session of Parliament, it was the Treasury benches, which is the BJP and the NDA, which was stalling Parliament, demanding an apology from Rahul Gandhi, and subsequent to that, Rahul Gandhi stood disqualified during this session from the Parliament because of his conviction in a defamation case in Gujarat, which he is now challenged in a sessions court in Gujarat. But the opposition, they're claiming that Parliament has turned into a mockery, that 45 lakh crores of the finance bill stood past without a minute's discussion, as Shashi Tharoor said over there. Aishwarya is live with us. Aishwarya, again, the joint opposition, they're mounting pressure on the central government.
Well, that is what they have been trying to do since day one, Paulby. We have seen how Rahul Gandhi and all the other top leaders, be it Sanjay Singh from the Aam Aadmi Party, have been talking about the focal point for the entire opposition has been the Adani crisis. The government, in fact, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman in many of the places also spoke about the fact that the government will not look into it. There is a SEBI and there's also RBI which will look into the entire Adani issue. And that's the reason why now we are seeing, you'll still be able to see some of the Indian flags, some of the Congress leaders still at Vijay Chowk. They are now moving back. They are going to the Constitution Club, Paulamy. That's where they will hold a press conference, because according to the opposition leaders, whatever they demanded from the central government this time around, from the BJP this time around in the Parliament session, none of those demands were paid heed to. And according to the opposition parties, now agencies are being misused. So obviously, a rainbow of issues that the opposition party is speaking about. But today it was the last day of the Parliament, so it still seems to be, we'll have to wait and watch how exactly the central government reacts to what the opposition parties have been asking for. Follow me.
Aishwarya, also the opposition there suffering a setback in the Supreme Court yesterday when the plea which was put forth by 14 opposition parties, in fact alleging misuse of central agencies by the central government, was rejected by the Supreme Court.
It was rejected, and the Supreme Court categorically said, Paulby, that politicians cannot be above law, and if you need to come, give us very specific instance. So that there also the Supreme Court also told all the opposition parties, in case you need to come to us, then you have to give us very, very specific instances. Don't just say don't just say that all the leaders, all the opposition leaders at the moment are being targeted by the ED and the CBI. So that definitely was a big setback, and win for the Bharatiya Janata Party, because that's what BJP has been saying, that because the news is tightening around all those who have been corrupt for many years. That's the reason why opposition leaders at the moment are finding it difficult to breathe, and that's the reason why we saw the kind of logjam that we saw, Paulamy, in the Parliament. BJP, central government on one side, saying that if you want to speak about other issues, speak about it, but do not speak about the kind of work that the CBI is being doing. In fact, Prime Minister Paulamy just a couple of days back also gave a go ahead to the CBI and said that you are taking the corrupt to the task. Do not stop doing it. Prime Minister Narendra Modi time and again has spoken about the fact that for the past many years, a lot of leaders were making sure that they do remain corrupt. And now, because the government and the agencies, in fact, are looking at those leaders who have been corrupt for many years, that's the reason why most of the opposition leaders are feeling or are actually very uncomfortable with the way agencies are working. Follow me.
Right. Aishwarya, stay on with us. Let's listen in to what Prime Minister Modi earlier said in a virtual address to BJP Karyakartas on the party's Foundation Day.
कांग्रेस और उनके जैसी पार्टियों का कल्चर, उन पार्टियों की पहचान क्या है? परिवारवाद, वंशवाद, जातिवाद और क्षेत्रवाद का बंधक है ये सारे लोग। कांग्रेस और उसके जैसी पार्टियों का कल्चर छोटा छोटा सोचना, छोटे सपने देखना और उससे भी कम हासिल करके खुशियां मनाना बस, और खुशी एक दूसरे की पीठ थपथपाना। भाजपा का पॉलिटिकल कल्चर है बड़े सपने देखने और उससे भी ज्यादा हासिल करने के लिए जी जान से खप जाना। बिना भेदभाव, बिना तुष्टीकरण, बिना स्वार्थ, बिना वोट बैंक की राजनीति किए भाजपा आज सामाजिक न्याय का भी सच्चे अर्थ में धरती पर इरादों को साकार करने वाला देश के दबे कुचले समाज के लिए आशा की किरण बना हुआ एक पर्याय बन करके उभरा है।
गांधी परिवार के लिए विशेष रूप से व्यवस्था करना चाहिए। जब कन्विक्शन हो गया, उनके लिए जब हियरिंग होते हैं तो वो चाहते हैं कि क्योंकि वो विशेष परिवार से आते हैं, इसके लिए उनके लिए अलग से व्यवस्था खड़ा करना चाहिए। ये एक तरीके से हमारे न्याय प्रणाली के ऊपर में भी ये एक प्रहार है। देश के कानून सबको बराबर नजर से देखते हैं, लेकिन इतिहास में पहले बार ऐसे हुआ कि किसी के खिलाफ कानूनी कार्रवाई होता है और उसका प्रहार करते हैं कानून के जो रक्षक को, हमारे जजों के ऊपर में, कोर्ट्स के ऊपर में प्रहार करते हैं। इससे दर्शाते हैं कि कांग्रेस पार्टी न संविधान को मानते हैं, न हमारा कानून व्यवस्था को वो सम्मान देता है। और साथ साथ इन्होंने जो बार बार काले कपड़े पहन करके अपने काले करतूतों को छुपाने का जो कोशिश कर रहे हैं, ये बिल्कुल नाकाम हो गया है। देश आज मोदी जी के साथ खड़ा है और हम संविधान को मानते हुए संसद का रक्षा करना और देश के कानून और संविधान को रक्षा हम करेंगे, इसका हम प्रण लेते हैं। हर भारतीय जनता पार्टी के कार्यकर्ता और हमारा एमपी सब हम मजबूत से काम करते हैं। और कल आपने देखा होगा कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने 14 अपोजिशन पार्टी का जो एक पिटीशन आया उसको खारिज कर दिया। वो जानते थे कि कानून अपने हिसाब से चलते हैं, सुप्रीम कोर्ट दबाव में काम नहीं करते हैं। जानते हुए भी जानबूझ करके सुप्रीम कोर्ट में पिटीशन लगाया और ये कह करके कि ईडी या सीबीआई का कामकाज को भी रोक लगाना चाहिए। यानी कि जो भ्रष्टाचार में लिप्त है उनको बचाने के लिए सुप्रीम कोर्ट को दबाव डाल रहे हैं और सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने सही तरीके से खारिज कर दिया है। और हमारे यहाँ सिस्टम से चलता है, कांग्रेस के मनमानी से देश नहीं चल सकता है।
So that is, of course, the BJP's attack against the opposition parties. Those images from earlier when the opposition parties marched from Parliament to Vijay Chowk carrying the Indian tricolour led by Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge. The opposition parties are to address a press conference shortly in the Constitution Club. The BJP, of course, they're taking pot shots at the opposition and saying that they cannot be above the law, that with them wearing black in Parliament, and they were demeaning the institution of Parliament itself. Union Law Minister Kiran Rijiju there also taking pot shots at the opposition parties after the Supreme Court rejected their plea. 14 opposition parties had approached the Supreme Court alleging misuse of central agencies by the government, but that was rejected. Nobody is above the law, no politician is above the law, is what the Supreme Court told the petitioners in this case. Of course, you heard earlier from Karthi Chidambaram, Congress MP, saying, dismissing that as a setback and saying that this was simply because the petition was broad-based. Let's listen into KC Venugopal, Congress MP.
We only asked for a JPC inquiry, which is a majority, which is having a majority of BJP government. They are not even allowing that. They are not even discussing. On most of the days, they only disturb the house. Can you imagine that the government people are disturbing the house? That also we witnessed. Therefore, they are totally destroying the democracy of this country. No, we will take it up to the people of this country. We will take it up this issue, this Adani issue, this democratic values issue. We will take it up to the people of this country.
That is what KC Venugopal had to say. He says that we will take this issue, the Adani Hindenburg report issue, to the people of the country shortly. the opposition
flag
party...
has to be protected. And the way this government is going about its daily activities, they are undermining the constitution. The democratic institutions are being eroded. Democratic spaces are being shrunk. So we are here to fight for the constitution and the flag.
As the parliament Senate for the second part of the...
It's been a washout. It's been most disappointing. It's been most disappointing that we have not been able to raise issues of concern of this nation in this session. The attitude of the government has been very obtuse. In parliamentary parlance, there is a saying known as, while the government can have its way because it has a majority, the opposition must have its say. And this government does not allow the opposition to have its say on any issue.
Sir, I would like to ask you in your regional language, why you are protesting, sir?
இந்தியாவுடைய அரசியல் சாசனத்தையும் இந்திய தேசிய கொடியையும் உயர்த்தி பிடிக்க வேண்டும், இரண்டையுமே காப்பாற்ற வேண்டும் என்பதற்காக அனைத்து அரசியல் கட்சிகளும் பாஜகவுக்கு எதிர்ப்பாக இருக்க அரசியல் கட்சிகள்.
Aishwarya Paliwal is live with us at the moment. She, of course, is bringing us those pictures from Parliament. The opposition, of course, alleging that democracy was stifled in Parliament. It was a complete washout. They were not allowed to speak in Parliament. But the Speaker, earlier this morning, before concluding the budget session, had some very strong words for the opposition, saying that they, in fact, pre-planned to obstruct the House. So that is what the Speaker had to say. The Speaker there saying that it was a pre-planned move by the opposition to stall the proceedings of the House during the budget session. The opposition, of course, blaming the central government and the treasury benches and also the chairs for not allowing them adequate opportunity to speak on issues they wanted to. News coming in right now. Nirmala fires fresh salvo at Rahul Gandhi. The finance minister has said Rahul Gandhi is becoming a repeat offender on baseless allegations of the Prime Minister. She said that he doesn't seem to learn a lesson. He did this in 2019 too. It was the Congress government which in fact gave a port to Adani. It was not a tender. It was not on tender. They simply gave away a port to Adani. Remember that the Congress has been mounting pressure on the central government, alleging that they in fact are hand in glove with the Adani conglomerate. So that is what the Union Finance Minister has said. Remember that she has maintained that as far as the accusations that have been made in the Hindenburg report, the Hindenburg research report, it is being investigated by the regulator and the matter is before the Supreme Court as well, which is a position that the government has maintained. But now, of course, she taking pot shots at the Congress and Rahul Gandhi specifically, saying that it was your government which gave a port to Adani and that was not on tender. So you handed over a port to the Adani group. That is what the Union Finance Minister has had to say after Rahul Gandhi has been constantly seeking answers on accusations of stock manipulation against the Adani group of companies. Very recently saying, where did the 20,000 crore rupees via shell companies come in from? Who is behind these shell companies? Alleging that there is a national security angle as well, seeking answers from the Union Defence Ministry as well, saying that those in fact funneling money into these shell companies that in fact then funnel that money into the Adani group are also invested in defence projects in India, and hence it is for the Raksha Mantralaya, the Defence Ministry, to answer these charges. But that is now Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman firing a fresh salvo at the disqualified Member of Parliament from Wayanad, Rahul Gandhi, saying he's becoming a repeat offender. She, in fact, has hit out at Rahul Gandhi for the allegations that he's made against the Prime Minister on the Adani issue. Nirmala Sitharaman has said that Rahul Gandhi, doesn't seem to learn a lesson. He did this in 2019 too. It was the Congress government, in fact, which gave a port to Adani. It was not on tender. So the face-off between the government and Rahul Gandhi specifically is getting heated up, especially on the Adani issue. Aishwarya Paliwal is live with us. Aishwarya, now the Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman firing a fresh salvo at Rahul Gandhi, saying it was the Congress government which gave a port to Adani and that was not on tender.
Well, we have seen how most of the top leaders, be it Smriti Irani, be it Anurag Thakur, and now Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, clearly speaking about the fact that the financial fraud that Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party have been speaking about actually started when they were in power, and that's exactly, Paulby, what the Prime Minister has also been speaking about. He said that there are leaders, there are parties who have been corrupt for many, many years, and now because the government is looking into what they have been doing, the agencies are looking into how they have been functioning, is the reason why the opposition parties are now feeling the heat. And this is the latest salvo that has come from Finance Minister, none other than Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, who time and again, if we speak about the Adani issue, has been speaking about the fact that the SEBI and the RBI are already looking into it and the government will not get into the middle of it, because this is specifically with regards to just one corporate, a fresh salvo from the BJP targeting Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party. Paul me.
Let's listen in to what the Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman had to say.
I'm asking you a question. If he really indeed thinks that Adani has been given all these things, which is not true. Let me also say he's now becoming a repeat offender in terms of putting baseless allegation against the Prime Minister. We saw that prior to 2019 election. Now he's doing it again. He doesn't seem to learn any lessons from all these false allegations that he wants to level against the Prime Minister. But I'm asking you think this is happening, we've given undue favors. It was the Congress government, ma'am. I don't know if you're from Kerala, but I would like to tell you. It was the Congress government which gave on a platter the Vizhinjam port to Adani. It was not given on the basis of any tender. Now it is not his government, it is CPM government there. But what stopped him from asking and demanding that Kerala cancel that order? Equally, in Rajasthan, the entire solar power project has been given to Adani. What stops Rahul Gandhi? Like the way, I think in 2013, when Prime Minister Manmohan Singh was outside the country, in a press conference, he came and tore the ordinance which Prime Minister Manmohan Singh came up with to amend that law, in which if 2 years or more conviction happens for a person, he should not be disqualified immediately. That ordinance was brought by Manmohan Singh. He called it nonsense and he threw it in the dustbin. Like that, why doesn't he tear off that Rajasthan agreement with Adani, saying no solar power here, go away. Your Modi, Adani, bye-bye. They say no. So we don't want Modi, Adani, bye-bye in Rajasthan. Cancel that order. Why is he not?
So that's a direct attack that the Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has made against Rahul Gandhi. She's thrown a challenge in him, Aishwarya, that if at all your entire resistance is against Adani and you're alleging crony capitalism between the Prime Minister and the central government and the Adani group of companies, why don't you tear up the deal that has been struck between the Rajasthan government and Adani? Why don't you tear it up like you did the previous ordinance during the Manmohan Singh government? You'll be entirely clean, and then you can challenge the central government on the Adani issue. A superstar alliance is taking place for the Bharatiya Janata Party in state of war Karnataka. Ahead of elections in state of war Karnataka, superstar Sudeep Kicha extended his support for Karnataka Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai. Former Karnataka Chief Minister Yediyurappa has congratulated Sudeep for extending his support to Bommai. He claimed that Sudeep is a famous star and his support will help the Bharatiya Janata Party. After Sudeep made it clear that he is with the BJP only because of Chief Minister Bommai, a Shivamoga-based lawyer, KP Shripal, has urged the Election Commission to stop telecasting Kicha Sudeep movies and shows until elections are over. Meanwhile, the Congress has hit out at Sudeep, claiming that the central probe agencies are after Sudeep and that's why he is now supporting the BJP.
Really is a famous film actor that will help to our Bharatiya Janata Party wherever he goes. And it's a very good thing that he told Bommai that he is going to support Bharatiya Janata Party. Wherever necessary, he is going to come and participate in the meeting. That will help to our party. So I will congratulate him that he has taken such decision. It will be helpful to party.
Now, the moment Kannada superstar Kicha Sudeep pledged his support to Bommai's BJP, political fireworks erupted. While the BJP says his support will give the Saffron Party enough ammunition, the Congress says it's the people of Karnataka who will really decide the fate of electoral parties and not just one star. But can Kicha deliver a winning shot for BJP in Karnataka?
I'm here to give my support to my dear uncle and my respected Bommai sir. So I'm here to render my support, sir.
Kicha Sudeep's political punch has triggered a full-blown political fistfight in state of war Karnataka. The Congress, which was wooing Sudeep itself, is downplaying Sudeep's saffron swing.
Bharatiya Janata Party can influence anybody. Let them influence. The Karnataka election will be decided by 6.5 crore Kannadigas' brother and sisters, not by film actors.
Another actor who's very vocal about his political likes and dislikes, Prakash Raj, also said that he was surprised by Sudeep's move. Actor turned politician and an independent MP from Mandya, Sumalata, however, disagrees.
I think as far as both of them go, they are going more by their friendships and their equations, which they have with several leaders, and that's why they are supporting them. And definitely, it's a plus for the party. It's a strength, added strength for the party.
Darshan and Sudeep will be added advantage to BJP. The BJP is confident that Sudeep's star power will be a definite sentiment booster and also attract some tribal votes, especially in central Karnataka.
He has a huge following in Karnataka. Definitely it will help the prospects to revive back and to come back into power.
Masterstroke or desperation, the political war of words over Sudeep will continue. But its true impact will only be judged by the number of votes BJP gets. Will Sudeep be that X factor for the BJP? We will know on 13th of May. Bureau Report, India Today.
With just days to go for polls, state of war Karnataka intensifies after superstar Sudeep's surprise political punch. Speculation rife that other South stars will campaign for the BJP as well. Who all, in fact, are on that list of the Saffron Party? Here's a report.
The stars seem to have aligned for the BJP in the south. With an eye on Karnataka and Andhra assembly polls, the Saffron Party is betting big on star power. After Kannada superstar Kicha Sudeep declared that he will be the party's star campaigner, another prominent film star and independent MP, Sumalata, has pledged support to BJP. Sumalata even met the Prime Minister along with her son in New Delhi.
Right now, because I'm as an independent, I don't have the provision to join a party. So I've extended my outside support to them.
Sumalata says she's been invited to join the party.
Are you joining BJP? Are you considering the offer? Is there any offer to you, ma'am?
No, of course there's an offer, but it doesn't work that way right now.
Kannada actor Darshan is also likely to campaign for the BJP for Karnataka polls. In state of war Andhra, a meeting between BJP boss JP Nadda and actor turned politician Pawan Kalyan triggered big buzz. The BJP Twitter handle posted that the meet was an insightful exchange of ideas and thoughts. Last year, the Jana Sena chief had also met Prime Minister Modi. The power star's support could be a big boost to BJP in Andhra as far as optics go. Pavan Kalyan started his political party Janasena in 2014, but won only 1 out of 137 seats in the 2019 Assembly elections. He's also known to be close to former Chief Minister and TDP Chief Chandrababu Naidu. The stars are all there, but will they also align to ensure a BJP victory? Bureau Report, India Today.
Now, in an exclusive conversation with India Today, film star and independent Member of Parliament Sumalata said that she will extend her support to the BJP but will not join the Saffron Party. Listen in.
You also met Prime Minister Narendra Modi. What is the status? Are you joining BJP? Are you considering the offer? Is there any offer to you, ma'am?
No, of course there's an offer, but it doesn't work that way right now because as an independent, I don't have the provision to join a party. So I've extended my outside support to them. And it's as good as me being in the party because I'm going to be there for the party in every which way.
Okay. Also, ma'am, again, speculations arrive that your son might join BJP and might contest the next assembly post or might be next Lok Sabha post from BJP's ticket.
Well, I have stated very clearly in my press meet when I had announced my support to the BJP that it's only going to be one of us who's going to be in politics at the same time. So as long as I'm active in politics, my son doesn't want to even enter politics in any which way, either than being a support for me. So that question doesn't arise at all now. We don't believe in family politics and, all of us being in, the electoral politics at the same time. That's not how we want to do it.
I'm a noted actor from your state, Mr. Kicha Sudeep. He has pledged his support to BJP. He said that he'll be campaigning for the party. Darshan also is also likely to support BJP. You think that this is going to help BJP?
I think as far as both of them go, they are going more by their friendships and their equations, which they have with several leaders, and that's why they are supporting them. And definitely, it's a plus for the party. It's a strength, added strength for the party.
Cutting across live to the opposition parties in Delhi addressing a press conference.
बैठे हुए मेरे सभी साथियों और यहाँ पर पधारे हुए मीडिया के मेरे दोस्तों और पार्लियामेंट के सदस्यगण, आज हम आपके सामने इसलिए आए हैं कि ये जो बजट सत्र का दूसरा चरण 13 मार्च से 6 अप्रैल तक जो चला और इसमें कौन सी घटनाएं घटी और पार्लियामेंट को किस तरीके से सरकार के लोग ट्रेजरी बेंचों ने इस बजट को चर्चा में नहीं लाने का जो पूरा प्रयास किया, उस बात को मैं आपके सामने रखना चाहता हूं। मोदी सरकार डेमोक्रेसी के बारे में तो बहुत बातें कहती है, लेकिन जो कहती है उसके तहत चलती नहीं। और आपको एक ही उदाहरण बताऊं, 50 लाख करोड़ का बजट केवल 12 मिनट में पास किया गया।
और वो हमेशा कहते गए कि अपोजिशन पार्टी को इंटरेस्ट नहीं है वो डिस्टर्ब, लेकिन डिस्टर्बेंस तो रूलिंग पार्टी से हुआ। और जब कभी हम बोलने के लिए उठते थे और हम नोटिस देते थे, नोटिस की चर्चा की मांग जब करते थे, तब वो हमको बोलने नहीं देते थे। और ऐसी पहली बार हुआ। मैं भी अपने जीवन के 52 साल समाप्त करके 53 साल में कदम रखा हूं, चाहे असेंबली में हो चाहे पार्लियामेंट में, ऐसा कभी नहीं देखा। मैं 5 साल लोकसभा में भी था अपोजिशन लीडर, ऐसा वक्त कभी नहीं आया। और यहां पर 2 साल से मैं देख रहा हूं कि यहां पर खुद ही रूलिंग पार्टी के लोग ही डिस्टर्ब करते हैं। और इसका उद्देश्य यही है, जो हमने मुद्दे उठाए हैं, खास करके अदानी के इशू पे, सारे 18-19 पार्टियां एक होके एक कॉमन मुद्दा था कि अदानी को इतना महत्व क्यों दिया जा रहा है, और अदानी की संपत्ति केवल 2.5 साल में 12 लाख करोड़ कैसी बनी, और सरकार से पैसा लिए, LIC से लिए, बैंकों से लिए, सरकार का पैसा और पब्लिक सेक्टर की संपत्ति उन्होंने खरीदा। यानी पैसा भी सरकार का और संपत्ति भी सरकार की। तो उसको अमीर बनाते गए 2.5 साल में इतनी बड़ी संपत्ति वाला आदमी देश में या विदेश में कोई नहीं होगा शायद। और मुझे और एक, इसका सरकार इतना जो खासकर मोदी जी जो बढ़ावा दे रहे हैं, इसका मतलब क्या है? क्यों एक ही कैपिटलिस्ट को इतना सब संपत्ति सरकार की क्यों दे रहे हैं? एयरपोर्ट हो, पोर्ट हो, रोड हो, हवा में उड़ने वाले हवाई जहाज के अड्डे हो, तो ये सारी चीजें, जमीन भी नहीं छोड़ी, रेल भी नहीं छोड़ा, पोर्ट भी नहीं छोड़ा। ये जो है, इससे ये दर्शाता है कि किसी एक को ही अमीर बनाना और देश की सारी संपत्ति जो गरीब लोग LIC में पैसे डाले हैं, बैंक में डिपॉजिट किए हैं, वो पूरी संपत्ति उनको देकर सरकार के सारे संपत्ति को खरीद रहे हैं। ये हम वहां उनको पूछना चाहते थे। और दूसरी चीज, राहुल गांधी जी लोकसभा में एक उन्होंने पूछा था कि अदानी की संपत्ति इतनी बड़ी केवल 2.5 साल में, तो ये कैसा बढ़ा? इसका विवरण दो, इसकी चर्चा हो। तब उन्होंने यही कहा, कितने बार आपके साथ वो फॉरेन ट्रिप में गए आए, आपके साथ कहाँ उनकी मुलाकात हो गई, जिन जिन देशों में आप गए, आप जाने से पहले किन किन देशों में उन्होंने आपसे पहले जाकर आपसे मिले, और किन किन देशों के प्रधानमंत्रियों से या वहाँ के बिजनेसमैन से या वहाँ के मंत्रियों से मुलाकात किए, और आपके वजह से उनको कौन सा ऑर्डर मिला, कैसा मिला, ये सारे डिटेल यहाँ पर चर्चा होना चाहिए। इसीलिए हम जेपीसी की मांग कर रहे थे, जॉइंट पार्लियामेंट कमेटी की। इसमें कोई उनको नुकसान तो होने वाला नहीं था, क्योंकि उनको 2/3 मेजॉरिटी है हाउस में, लोकसभा में, राज्यसभा में भी उनकी मेजॉरिटी है। जब कमेटी कॉन्स्टिट्यूट होती है तो मेजॉरिटी मेंबर्स आपके रहते हैं। इसके बावजूद आप जेपीसी कॉन्स्टिट्यूट करने को क्यों डर रहे हो? ये हमारा पहला सवाल है। मेंबर तो आपके ज्यादा होते हैं, लेकिन हमको एक फायदा होता है कि ज्वाइंट पार्लियामेंट्री कमेटी कॉन्स्टिट्यूट करने से सारे दस्तावेज, कागजात, डॉक्यूमेंट एग्जामिन करने के लिए अपोजिशन पार्टियों को एक मौका मिलता है। इसीलिए, और वो एक ट्रांसपेरेंसी उसमें रहती है, तो इसीलिए हमारी मांग थी। उसको उन्होंने नकारा और उसके बारे में वो कुछ भी कहने को तैयार नहीं है। इसीलिए ये मुद्दे जो राहुल जी ने उठाए थे उसको उन्होंने अलग करके दूसरा ये इशू डाइवर्ट करने के लिए उन्होंने माफी मांगो, तुम यूके में जाके ऐसा बोले, ये करे, वो करे, ये बोले। अरे यहां सवाल है पार्लियामेंट का, यहां सवाल है घोटाले का, यहां सवाल है जो जिसने देश की संपत्ति को लूटा गलत तरीके से, अपने शेयर्स को बढ़ावा दिया और छोटे छोटे शेल कंपनीज बना के करोड़ों रुपए उसमें लिए। इसका सवाल है। देश की संपत्ति बचाने के लिए हम सारे लोग कोशिश कर रहे हैं, लेकिन वो इसको मानने के लिए तैयार नहीं, क्योंकि दाल में कुछ काला है। कुछ संबंध उनके ऐसे होंगे जिस वजह से वो जेपीसी करने के लिए तैयार नहीं है। ये और तीसरी बात कि प्रधानमंत्री खुद सदन में नहीं रहते। सदन जब चलती है तो दौरे पे रहते हैं, सदन जब चलती है तो इलेक्शन प्रचार में जाते हैं। ऐसा कभी नहीं हुआ, कोई भी नहीं किया ऐसा। कभी एकादा कोई अर्जेंट वर्क है तो तब 1-2 दिन के लिए जाते, लेकिन हमारे प्रधानमंत्री तो जैसा वो कहते हैं कि सुब्रमण्यम सारी दुनिया का चक्कर लगाया और उसके बाद भी उसको जो मिलना था नहीं मिला, वो गणपति को मिला, ऐसा बोलते हैं। क्योंकि गणपति बैठे जगह बैठा और वो बोला तो सारी दुनिया या शंकर के पास, पार्वती के पास है, तो तुम तो दुनिया भर फिर क्या है, मैं तो यहीं बैठा हूं। तो इनका उद्देश्य क्या है कि बाहर फिरते रहते हैं, लेकिन पार्लियामेंट में जो आंसर देना, लोगों को बताना और लोगों के लिए जो डेवलपमेंट काम करना, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर काम करना, इसके बारे में वो तवज्जो नहीं दे रहे। पुराने रेलगाड़ियों को नए इंजन लगा के हर जगह हरी झंडी फहराती है। अरे मैं तो एक ही साल में 27 ट्रेन छोड़े थे, वाराणसी को और वैष्णो देवी को, और उसके बाद हमारे राजस्थान में अजमेर को। हमने कभी हरी झंडी लगाकर प्रचार नहीं किए। वहीं पर वही इसमें अब दिल्ली से हरी झंडी एक भाषण, मंगलूर को हरी झंडी एक भाषण, और चेन्नई बॉम्बे से एक हरी झंडी भाषण, भोपाल वो एक। अरे एक रेल छोड़ने के लिए आपकी जरूरत है, वहां का एमपी है, वहां का इंचार्ज मिनिस्टर रहता है, लेकिन इन्हों जाके प्लेटफॉर्म में लंबे करके दूसरे कोई काम नहीं किए, मैं एक ही स्पीड से इतना काम, क्या पटरी भी आप ही डाले थे क्या? हाँ, ऐसा कोई एक नया योजना करके आप अगर जैसा कि पीर पंजा हमने किया था, पटरी भी डाली थी, टनल भी खोदा था, अरुणाचल का हमने किया था, सब, लेकिन इनको हमेशा आदत है कि ये अपना इनॉग्रेशन होना, भाषण होना। अब भाई भाषण से पेट नहीं भरता, लोगों को राशन की भी जरूरत होती है, उसके तरफ ध्यान दो, ये हमारा कहना था। और चौथी बात ये है कि कोई खास करके राहुल गांधी जी के बारे में इसलिए बोल रहा हूं, जो हिंडनबर्ग रिपोर्ट के बारे में उन्होंने अपनी बात रखी थी, उनको डिस्क्वालीफाई एक सूरत के कोर्ट के ऑर्डर से 2 साल की जो सजा हो गई थी, हुई है, उसको इतना लाइटनिंग स्पीड से उन्होंने डिस्क्वालीफाई कर दिया। मैं आपको एक केस बताता हूं अपने इसका गुजरात का। ये गुजरात के एक एमपी ने, जिनका नाम है बीजेपी के अमरेली, हाँ, अमरेली एमपी नारायण भाई कचाड़िया, उनको तो लोकल कोर्ट ने 3 साल के लिए कन्विक्ट किया, लेकिन डिस्क्वालीफाई नहीं करे इमीडिएटली। फिर उसके बाद उन्होंने क्या किया था, एक शेड्यूल कास्ट डॉक्टर्स को 20 लोग जाके तमाचा मारे, उसको गालियां दिए, हमने फोन किया था, तुम नहीं उठाए, और वो बेचारे का अपराध कुछ नहीं था कि वो दूसरे पेशेंट को देख रहा था और फोन साइलेंट में थी।
Conversation that Rajdeep Sardesai is having with
Welcome to Karnataka Gladiators. Remember, the next big battle of 2023 has begun in the state of Karnataka. Who will win the battle for Karnataka? Who will be the next Chief Minister? Joining me now is someone who perhaps aspires for that post, the Congress Karnataka President D.K. Shivkumar. Appreciate your joining us, Mr. Shivkumar. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Namaskaram.
Namaskar.
Namaskar. Is this, do you agree, a do or die battle for the Congress? That in Karnataka it is now do or die because you have not defeated, Congress has not defeated the BJP in a direct fight except Himachal since 2018. No big state have you defeated the BJP. Do you agree it's do or die?
Definitely it is an do or die battle. The people of this country are looking at us. We are on a positive note. Karnataka people are more vibrant, educative and progressive. They want to save this country with Congress party coming to power in Karnataka.
You're saying they want to save this country with the Congress party coming to power in Karnataka, but the question is, does the Congress have it in it to defeat the BJP juggernaut? Because as I said, since the last 5 years, in most direct fights, it has always been the BJP that has won except for Himachal. So what is it that gives you any confidence that you can defeat the BJP in Karnataka?
I don't want to comment on the other states. You see Karnataka, you see South India, where Andhra, Telangana, Kerala, Tamil Nadu. Karnataka is a very peculiar state where the opposition party was in the center. They had a different look. Even when Rajiv Gandhi was the Prime Minister, Ramakrishna Hegde was being given an opportunity. When Morarji Desai was there, Devaraj Arsu was being given an opportunity. Like that, when Vajpayee was there, Krishna was being given an opportunity. Like that, it is the position of the opposition party. They are very progressive. They want a change. They feel that double engines can't work, and now it is the time.
You're saying double engines can't work. This election becomes significant for a couple of reasons. One of that is that it is taking place now against the backdrop of Rahul Gandhi's disqualification as an MP. Rahul Gandhi is going to kickstart, in a way, your campaign through Kolar next week. So, is this election about Rahul Gandhi, or is it about local factors, especially caste equations? End of the day, Karnataka is peculiar because of your caste equation. So, is it caste or is it Rahul Gandhi?
No, Karnataka election goes on local development. Rahul Gandhi factor also, a big sympathy wave is being created across the country on the way he has been treated, the way he has been disqualified, the verdict which has come against him. I don't want to speak on the law or the court, but still the people of country feel that the sacrifice of Gandhi family, no one can't match that.
No, you're saying sympathy wave, but it's very interesting because I have been told that the Karnataka Congress has been told, let's not make this about Rahul Gandhi versus Narendra Modi. Let's not refer to Rahul Gandhi. Let's focus on local factors. Here you're telling me there's a sympathy wave, but we are told that your party people have been told in Karnataka, let's not make this about Rahul Gandhi or Rahul versus Narendra Modi.
This is an election purely on Karnataka and Kannadiga pride. This is an election on Kannadiga pride. Because Karnataka is being honored with the best governed state. Here Karnataka now with the BJP has become the most corrupt capital of this country. People are looking at none of the world leaders. You remember Atal Bihari Vajpayee once came to Karnataka when Krishna was the chief minister. He said that world leaders are coming to Bangalore, then coming to Delhi. 4 or 5 prime ministers, presidents of various countries flew to Karnataka before coming to Delhi. That was the type of administration and governance was going on in Karnataka. Now the situation is not that. It has become, the corruption has become to the peak.
Now I'll come to the corruption, but it's interesting you're saying that foreign investment which used to come during Mr. Krishna's time doesn't come now. Karnataka, and I interviewed Mr. Bommai, the chief minister, a few months ago. He said, we are the highest in FDI in the last 2 years. How can you say that investment is not coming into Karnataka? Karnataka is progressing, and he rattled out statistics of FDI.
See, you know that many of them are moving towards Tamil Nadu, Telangana and other parts. It is not current. Yes, they had more than 10 lakh crores of MOU, but nothing has been implemented. Shivamogga is there, the former chief minister's home place. Mangalore is there, Udupi is there. Has there one small agreement taken place? Any small investor has come to this place? It is a people, it is their land, with knowledge capital, lot of engineering colleges, lot of medical colleges, lot of human resources, but still none of them are going to those places to invest even a single rupee.
Sir, the numbers show that they have high FDI investment. That you can't deny. You're focusing instead on the alleged corruption. You're saying, I've seen your campaigns suggesting that this is a 40% commission government. However, the fact is, Mr. Vijay Chowk, when you all were in power, when Mr. Siddaramaiah was in power between 2013 and 18, Congress government, you all were accused of being the 10% commission government.
See, okay, Mr. Prime Minister accused us of a 10%. He had an opportunity, his government an opportunity. Why did they not probe us? They would have probed us. They did not allow. Did not do anything. They could not find out anything. But we, Lokayukta themselves have said that what has been done. He was asking for an, give us then source what you are trying to tell. But I think Congress party, we came out with lot of allegations which was being done by the Contractor Association President, one Mr. Kempanna, who has 2.5 lakh official contractors. He himself wrote to the Prime Minister. Even your own media people came out with the story on this issue. Why Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister did not speak on that? This is a major issue in the state. Every wall you touch, every office you touch, every bureaucrat you touch, every common man you touch, they are speaking corruption, corruption, corruption.
There will be those who are listening to you, Mr. D.K. Shivkumar, saying, who is the Congress to speak on corruption? Who is D.K. Shivkumar to speak on corruption? Enforcement Directorate allegations have led to your arrest, to your jailing. How can you speak on corruption vis-a-vis Mr. Bomai and the BJP government?
There is no single charge on me. There was no any investigation agency or no any commission on me. It is a political angle. At the time of Ahmad Patel election, they asked me to leave the MLAs. They were in my custody. They just brought a lot of people. Only 35 or 40 lakhs was being found in my house. They have just framed me under the PML Act. It is a political act. It is a political move. They moved.
The case has not been closed. You have not been acquitted.
Maybe, but they are trying to finish all the opposition leaders of this country. Not even a single BJP. Only they are just trying to tarnish, close our mouth. Let us see. The law will give us justice. We believe in the law. Injustice will not be flown from the seat of justice.
It is said that you are the most cash-rich politician today in Karnataka.
I think let anyone call it is my property, it is my ancestral property, it is I by birth I am an agriculturist, by profession I am a businessman, by choice I am an educationist, by passion I am a politician. Should I not do business? I am from place of a Bangalore where Kempegowda, we all are from Bangaloreans. Our lands have become more rich now, as in Gurgaon and other parts of our own Bangalore. That is the strength what I have.
Is it true, because this is part of Karnataka folklore now, that in 2020, when the Kumaraswamy government that you were supporting was about to fall, the BJP made you an offer to join them as Deputy Chief Minister and you would not go to jail. Is that true, or is that simply being used by you to build your own image?
See, why I should use my own image? Many BJP leaders know about it. I don't want to name them. Many bureaucrats were a part of the format discussion. I don't want to discuss much because I don't want them to come on the screen or their names to be excluded. Everyone knows that they were behind my blood and did not agree, chose to go to the jail.
No, it was a direct offer to you. Become Deputy Chief Minister or go to jail.
I am telling there is no hidden secret in it. No hidden secret in it.
And you say that you chose to go to jail instead of becoming Deputy Chief Minister in the BJP government.
Yes.
I'll come back to some of these issues in a moment, but while you claim that the Congress has the momentum in Karnataka, the belief is Congress also knows how to score self-goals. And one self-goal which is being talked about is Shiv Kumar versus Siddaramaiah. Kaun banega Mukhyamantri? That the battle, that's why even each seat, the battle is going on for candidates in every seat, because both you and Mr. Siddaramaiah want your candidates to be given tickets.
I don't want any of my candidate. Siddaramaiah also doesn't want any of his candidate. We want Congress candidate, winnable candidate. That is our agenda.
So all the candidates you've chosen have been on winnability, not on which camp they belong to, Siddaramaiah, MB Patil, Shiv Kumar camps.
See, we believe on winnability, we believe on social justice. All sections should be provided. That is our logic. Whatever 175 we have released as on now, his entire party is united on that.
Is it true that caste is the critical factor? Because let's look at the caste. In the build-up to these elections, the Bomai government has just withdrawn 4% reservations to Muslims, given 2% of it to Vokaligas, 2% of it is to Lingayats. They've given reservations ahead of the elections to SCs and STs. And the Bomai camp is saying that this reservation politics will transform Karnataka's politics. They have the advantage now in terms of the caste arithmetic.
They have bungled themselves. This will not work. Before they could not bring any amendment in the ninth schedule or anything. This will not work. They have bungled themselves. What we have earlier, there was a big problem. I think they could not satisfy any of the section. Taking out 4%, Vakaligas was asking for 15-16%, Lingayats was asking for 16%. They asked for a 2A, that has not been done. Ultimately, the minorities have gone to the general group. I think all sections they have lost now. All sections. Even the scheduled caste, I am telling you, they could have brought it to the parliament and made an amendment. Why did not dig to the parliament? The minister of the state government, coming from Karnataka, himself has replied that there is no such proposals. They're just trying to fool the people of Karnataka, especially the scheduled caste, the backward class, forget minorities. On other section also, nothing will help them. I think that will be a very big factor which they will going to lose.
You answered my question on Mr. Siddaramaiah saying that you all are only going by winnability. However, the question remains, kaun banega Mukhyamantri? Are you in the race? Mr. Siddaramaiah has told us very clearly that he is very much in the race. The MLAs will decide who becomes the next chief minister.
See, all politicians should aspire. We believe that, yes, we should also. For me, my priority is not myself. My priority is bringing the Congress party to power. Then my party high command will decide on its own political process.
So you are in the race?
See, definitely when opportunity comes, see, we are politicians, no? We are human beings. First, our party. As we love our country first, our state first, then our party. First, our party is important, then me becoming the chief minister.
But who decides? The high command decides or the elected legislators will decide? Because it's interesting. Mallikarjun Kharge, Congress president, is from Karnataka. D.K. Shivkumar, Siddaramaiah, some even suggest that Mr. Parmeshwaran could, would want to become chief minister. It seems that Karnataka is not short of chief minister candidates when it comes to your party.
See, Congress party has very big senior leaders. There are so many leaders. Mr. Kharge is the president from Karnataka. He knows the length and depth. He has 50 years of political experience. There is a political process in it. I can't dictate what the process is. First, we should get our MLA selected. Then there will be election among ourselves, or they will be asking the opinion. Then the party will take a call on it.
But we've already seen, for example, even on seats, as you mentioned, Mr. Siddaramaiah was insisting on 2 seats, that he wanted to contest from Varuna and from Kolar. And that in itself becomes a battle within a battle. What is the signal, therefore, that you all are sending out? That you all are all fighting turf battles in Karnataka?
No, he has been requested by some of his friends and legislators that he should fight Kolar and this one. The party Varuna. The party has taken a call that it has been given on his recommendation, on his acceptance, it has given Varuna. Then there is a big demand that Kolar also he should fight. Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge is there. He will take a political call on it.
What's your view?
My view is that whatever the high command takes, I will advise. I agree with it.
You are being extremely diplomatic.
No,
every time you say this, you are very diplomatic. High command will decide.
No,
I thought, your own high command.
No, I am a high command for Karnataka, but we are a national party. We believe in our national politics.
The BJP says that they will corner the Lingayat vote. The BJP also believes that in coastal Karnataka, the Hindutva factor will play. The BJP also believes somewhere that the JDS will ensure that old Mysore goes the way of the JDS. Therefore, the Congress will once again get squeezed out. Karnataka could once again throw a hung assembly. Is that a real possibility?
No, they are in a daydream, I am seeing. They have lost Lingayats. Lingayats will no more be what they were.
Mr. Yediyurappa is back in the campaign.
No, you see his tears are still rolling on the streets of Karnataka. The pain he has got. This community is looking at how they have tortured him. Mr. Bommai can't become a leader because he has not won on his mandate. It is Yediyurappa who got the mandate of 104 seats. So I think there will be a lot of difference in that. As for the coastal belt, they have suffered a lot. People feel that with this type of polarization, their stomachs can't be filled. And they are not happy. At 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, they have to shut their shops. There is no economic development. No one is going for investment. And in Vakkalika belt also, they feel that nothing, they can't change anything. BJP can't raise there.
Yes, so you think Hindutva consolidation can't work in Karnataka?
Now it is impossible now.
But however...
They tried because they could not give development. They tried on the Hindutva flag. Now development, job creation, price rise, corruption has become the focus of Karnataka election.
Because one X factor is JDS. The JDS has consistently won about 18% of the vote. Last time they eventually held the balance of power. You supported Mr. Kumaraswamy. Are you willing to support Mr. Kumaraswamy again if the JDS, if there is a hung assembly?
The situation will not arise. I am very confident the Congress party will reach 140.
140 is your target?
140, and we don't need any political party for our support.
So you are telling me that you will not take the support of the JDS, you will not need the JDS's support, but if a situation arises, because the more the JDS does well, the more difficult it becomes for you to get that 140 figure.
See, whatever the number JDS has, it may have 20, 25, 30, whatever may have. Congress party will be in a comfortable position to form a government on its own with more numbers.
But will you choose to go with Mr. Kumaraswamy and Deve Gowda in any situation in Karnataka?
It will not happen. Such situation will not rise. It will not be. You see, there was a situation, we had given them an opportunity. He could not deliver himself. He could not consolidate himself. Now the people have decided to give a government to a party, which is a national party, which has a history and which can think on development and safeguarding their interest.
You keep using the word development. You all have announced these various guarantee schemes. 3,000 rupees for unemployed graduate youth, 1,500 for diploma youth, 2,000 women head, the woman head of the family, 200 units power, 10 kg rice free. The Prime Minister will say that this is precisely the kind of freebie culture that he has been objecting to, that the Congress also is resorting to these to freebies.
So you just go through the manifesto of the BJP. They had announced 10 hours of power. How did they announce that on the manifesto? They said they were going to give 2 crores job. How did they do it? You see the 15th of January, an advertisement by the Bombay government. They offered 3,000, 2,000, 3,000 for women. How did they do that? Is this not a freebie culture? But we announced this because there is a big inflation, price rise going on. All of them are in a very great problem. All common men and women of this state are not able to, because the prices are so high, income is so less. None of the income of any section, either the farmers or the employed people, nothing has been raised. That is why we decided we had to help them. See, I was a power minister. When I was a power minister, it was only 10,000 megawatt. Now you see, when I came out, it is 24,000 megawatt of power. With the sun, with the air, with the wind, we could achieve 10,000 megawatt of power.
200 units of free power at a time when most power supply companies, distribution companies are struggling with their finances. How are you going to balance the numbers?
I know only the transmission loss of 21%. I have brought it to 14%. How I could do that? See, in the entire country, my Karnataka Power Ministry time is a model to them. In one place, without acquiring a single land, I have made the world's largest solar park in this Karnataka. In Paugada, you should go and visit it. The Delhi government is just, they're feeling shy that Karnataka has done this. Not acquiring a single land, having an agreement with the farmers, giving them 18,000 rupees per year as a rent. In one place, 13,000 acres of land. Modiji only on 1 kilometer of putting on a canal, there is a big advertisement.
No. The fact is, they claim, and they've, over the last 6 months, you've seen the various projects, Bengaluru-Mysuru highway, longest railway platform in Dharwad, airports being set up in Shivamoga. The BJP says, look, this double-engine sarkar is the only way forward. You cannot have a single-engine sarkar. There will be a fight between centre and state.
They could not do it. See, even that was Oscar Fund's contribution. It is Oscar Fund who did that, and the time of Congress party, we cleared it. Now they gave the contract, and ultimately they could not complete, and the Chief Minister, Prime Minister could not have a full-fledged inauguration. Just for a political purpose, he had come. 81 deaths as there. I don't want to comment much on the quality of the work which has been done.
Now, you keep saying Prime Minister Modi, but the fact is Prime Minister Modi is hugely popular in Karnataka. Most of our surveys have shown in the Lok Sabha 2019, they won 26 out of 28 seats. So, is there a Modi factor?
I don't want...
And just as you say that this is a local election, they will say this is a Modi election.
See, Modi can't run Karnataka government. We have respect for the chair. It is a local, we are Kannadigas, we are the local people, which we have to deliver a good governance, and BJP has failed in it. Delhi people could not protect them, could not take care of them. Ultimately, they have lost the game.
You don't therefore believe that this is in a way any kind of a national election, but I come back to it, which is being fought on national issues. You are insisting to me that this is an election entirely that will be fought on local issues, because Karnataka is a state, sir, also where MLAs shift loyalties very easily. You know, we saw it in the previous government as well, and many MLAs, even after leaving your party, joining BJP, were re-elected. Is there a fear that eventually these individual MLAs will call the shots?
No, you could say now also.
You are taking now MLAs who have left you, you are taking them back?
Not left. Who had time for 3 hours, 3 years, 4 years. MLCs who had opportunity, still they were the sitting MLCs.
And you are taking them back into the Congress?
They have resigned and they have come. They are voluntarily coming. There are more than a dozen of legislators who are ready to come, but still we don't have a space for them. We can't give them a political space. So we said, just hold on. Our ship is in order and we have loyal people. We know that these things will happen. But this time you can't see any of such political game or Operation Lotus or anything happening. I'm confident whomever decided where are the loyal people, we have looked at it.
In conclusion, therefore, Mr. Shivkumar, while you are sounding very positive about this election, as I started, is this also make or break for you as a... I started by saying do or die for the Congress, but in a way make or break for you. You've been in politics for what, 35 years? 85 was the first time you contested an election.
Yes.
So you've been in politics for more than 3 decades. For you now, as Karnataka Congress President, is this also make or break? This is your one chance. To try and become the Chief Minister of Karnataka.
No, I will not break, I will make it.
You won't break it?
I will make it.
You will make it?
I will make Karnataka a Congress government in Karnataka.
And you will be the CM, or Mr. Siddaramaiah, who is seen by many as the most popular leader, he's got the right caste combination, he will be the CM.
See, I want my party to take a call on it. I want my legislature to take a call on it. We have aspiration, we all are human beings. Why not? I am senior to everyone. You said 85. I am 35 years continuously elected to the assembly with all authority. I am a seniority.
One final question to you. You know, you are a multitasker. I've seen you at work. You seem to have lots of fingers in lots of pies. And I'm told you sleep for only 3 or 4 hours. Now that we are in election season, how many hours do you get to sleep?
I agree with you, but we have to achieve. A lot of responsibilities there. We have to deliver. Only hard work will pay. I believe in hard work. And I think with that hard work, we have come to this position.
Okay, I have the camera there. You tell looking into the camera, give me your final number for Karnataka, because I will hold you to this number on the 13th of May.
My number, Karnataka, on 13th, 141 will be the number.
141 will be the number. So effectively, you're virtually close to a 2/3 majority is what you are claiming, Mr. D.K. Shivkumar. Almost a repeat of what your Sambandhi, S.M. Krishna, achieved in 1999. So you are looking at a return.
He achieved about nearly 130, 130.
So you're going to cross what S.M. Krishna did?
We will cross what S.M. Krishna did.
Okay.
I believe in it.
Okay, we'll wait and see. As I said, this is a possible do or die or a make or break election. But D.K. Shivkumar, all eyes will be on you and what you do next. Thank you so much for joining me here on this special Karnataka Gladiators with D.K. Shivkumar. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now. Namaskar.
Right, that's the big interview of the Congress's troubleshooter D.K. Shivkumar to Rajdeep Sardesai. Here are some of the takeaways. Of course, it is about as much about winning as a party, but as a candidate too. Is D.K. Shivkumar the Chief Minister candidate, to which he very categorically said everyone has an ambition and there is nothing wrong with that, can become Chief Minister if the Congress decides. But importantly, apart from, of course, the specific individual ambition as well, Shiv Kumar has said when he was asked very specifically how many seats is he expecting the Congress party to win in election-bound Karnataka, he said 141. It's a 244 assembly seat, remember, you need the majority, 141, says DK Shiv Kumar, looking into India Today's camera, smiling and assured. Remember, this could be the number either he will be very proud of to have said or slightly embarrassed if the Congress does not touch. But speaking exclusively, he has also added that he's confident the Congress party will win the elections, and importantly, he's been one of the longest running elected MLAs or as a member of the Congress party who's been able to keep the party together. And what's wrong if he expects as a senior most party leader right now that he could also become the chief minister. So that was the exclusive interview of DK Shiv Kumar. Remember, all newsmakers first on India Today television, whether it is the JDS, the Congress or the BJP, whether it's Basavaraj Bommai, DK Shiv Kumar, HD Kumaraswamy or HD Devegowda, all of them first on India Today with what are they expecting from the Karnataka elections. We'll quickly play an excerpt also in a little while with that the statements that he has made, but 3 takeaways that I can tell you from this big interview. One, of course, throwing his hat in the ring for the chief minister, says nothing wrong with an ambition. If we win, that's something if the Congress decides I'm ready to become. I am a senior neta. I've been able to keep the party together eventually, and I've won elections in the past as well. But when it was about the numbers, he said 141. A very interesting interview that was given to India Today's consulting editor Rajdeep Sardesai. I want to now bring in our newsroom Akshita Nandagopal for the latest. Akshita, he was, he took all the questions, very categorical, very clear, smiling through the interview as well. But when he said 141, that's quite a number for a Congress party to say in opposition that they will meet. Does he perhaps think there's a strong anti-incumbency?
You know, we very rightly referred to him as Karnataka's Chanakya, Pooja. If anyone can, DK Shiv Kumar can. He is someone who is, the Congress's backbone essentially in Karnataka. When he looked at the camera and directly said 141, there will be many then who will start changing their thoughts if they believe the BJP had the edge in Karnataka. Because DK Shiv Kumar reads what's happening on the ground before he makes these kinds of estimates. Now, there are a number of key takeaways from this interview. And to me, really, from what he said about the CM race, because that's something everyone's talking about who will be chosen by the Congress. Will it be Siddaramaiah or Shiv Kumar? While Shiv Kumar sent out a message saying that the High Command will choose, if you listen carefully to that interview, when Rajdeep asked him also about whether this is make or break for him, he says, I will make it. And then goes on to give a list of all of his accomplishments, a list of all of his achievements, essentially thereby pushing his case once again to be named as the CM face for the Congress in Karnataka. He says, I've been in politics for 35 years. I've served the people of Karnataka for as many years. I've been an MLA in the Karnataka Assembly for as many years. And there you have him pushing his case forward, saying, I've always served the people of Karnataka and importantly, always served the Congress. DK Shiv Kumar is indispensable really for the Karnataka Congress, and this is him making it very clear that he, yes, very much has CM ambitions, Pooja, and he's not going to hold back on that. Siddaramaiah also a few weeks ago speaking to Nagarjun had said exactly the same thing. He said, yes, I want to be the chief minister. So does DK Shiv Kumar. The High Command will decide. So this is a tune.
But Akshita, there is one difference. There is one difference, and that difference is that Siddaramaiah has been a chief minister. He's had that experience. DK Shiv Kumar never has had, and that's perhaps what he's rooting for this time. And the Congress may not want to upset him, at least not before elections.
What doesn't go in his favor, Pooja, is the fact that there is a corruption case against him that's being investigated right now by the agencies. He's mindful of that too. So that's perhaps his biggest drawback right now, and perhaps why the Congress could choose Siddaramaiah. But all this is, of course, based on hearsay. We'll have to see what happens, because at the end of the day, as I said, he's indispensable for the Congress. If the Karnataka Congress can pull off a win in the state, it is because of DK Shiv Kumar's acumen, it's because of his political thinking, it's because of his strategies working on the ground. And it's not just about, the caste equations, because that also weighs perhaps in favor of Siddaramaiah. DK Shiv Kumar also holds considerable clout as a Vokkaliga, and he has been using that card as well. It will also largely hinge on how they perform there. But as far as his seat, his area is concerned, the Congress is very, very strong there, and Shiv Kumar has ensured that. So it'll be, anyone's guess as to which way the Congress goes right now. But with this interview, the stage has been set for clearly that very, very scintillating battle within the Congress between Siddaramaiah and DK Shiv Kumar. They get along just fine. They're not having any sort of public spat over the CM face, but they're also making their intentions very clear.
Akshata, what I also liked as a question was about this double-engine Sarkar. Rajdeep asked him about Prime Minister Modi, who's a star campaigner for the BJP. The BJP is rooting for him. And the star campaign has been there in 3 months already, about 7 to 8 visits that have been done compared to the Congress senior leadership, to which Shiv Kumar seemed unfazed. He said, this is Karnataka elections. The double engine thing does not work here. We will vote as locals. We'll vote as Kannadigas. And perhaps that is what DK Shiv Kumar and the Congress party will want to root for. That this is local election, go for local netas. While the BJP wants to get all the top netas to say, we're at the center, at the state, see what we have done for you.
The double engine narrative has been countered essentially by the Karnataka Congress by saying our double engine is DK Shiv Kumar and Siddaramaiah. So you see how each party is really fine-tuning their strategy. The BJP is largely right now depending on Prime Minister Modi, because they know Basuraj Bommai is not a very strong face. Whereas for the Congress, what really works in their favor is their regional leadership. The fact that DK Shiv Kumar and Siddaramaiah are so strong on the ground, have such a large support base, that they know that rather than any other factor working in their favor, it's their regional leadership that works in their favor, which is why DK Shiv Kumar and Siddaramaiah are the faces largely of the campaign. It obviously also, of course, speaks volumes of the national leadership, of what happens to then the Gandhis, Rahul Gandhi, what is his influence in this election. The reality is, and it has to be said very, very clearly, that while the BJP is relying on Prime Minister Modi, Congress has a very, very strong regional leadership. It's got DK Shiv Kumar to rely on. It's got Siddaramaiah to rely on. DK knows this very well, and that's why he's been going all out with these yatras. Siddaramaiah has been out there also campaigning hard, and that's what he really refers to when he says that, it's all about the Kannadiga vote. It's all about the Kannadiga sentiment and their influence. He's using this particular narrative of the central leadership versus regional leadership to kind of weave it into the Congress's favor.
Akshata, stay on with me. For the viewer tuning in just now, we'll play a little bit of excerpt one by one, and then I'll come back to you. Of course, one of the highlights was, do you want to be the Chief Minister? Do you have that ambition? To which he very clearly said, of course I do, and there's nothing wrong with it. I have won elections. I've been with the party in the worst of times. Here's what DK Shiv Kumar said to Rajdeep Sardesai. Listen in.
Kaun banega Mukhyamantri? Are you in the race? Mr. Siddaramaiah has told us very clearly that he is very much in the race. The MLAs will decide who becomes the next Chief Minister.
See, all politicians should aspire. We believe that, yes, we should also. For me, my priority is not myself. My priority is bringing the Congress party to power. Then my party high command will decide on its own political process.
So you are in the race?
See, definitely when opportunity comes, see, we are politicians, no? We are human beings. First, our party, as we love our country first, our state first, then our party. First, our party is important, then me becoming the Chief Minister.
But who decides? The High Command decides, or the elected legislators will decide? Because it's interesting. Mallikarjun Kharge, Congress President, is from Karnataka. DK Shiv Kumar, Siddaramaiah, some even suggest that Mr. Parmeshwaran could, would want to become Chief Minister. It seems that Karnataka is not short of Chief Minister candidates when it comes to your party.
See, Congress party has very big senior leaders. There are so many leaders. Mr. Kharge is the president from Karnataka. He knows the length and depth. He has 50 years of political experience. There is a political process in it. I can't dictate what the process is. First, we should get our MLA selected. Then there will be election among ourselves, or they will be asking the opinion. Then the party will take a call on it.
But we've already seen, for example, even on seats, as you mentioned, Mr. Siddaramaiah was insisting on 2 seats, that he wanted to contest from Varuna and from Kolar. And that in itself becomes a battle within a battle. What is the signal, therefore, that you all are sending out? That you all are all fighting turf battles in Karnataka?
No, he has been requested by some of his friends and legislators that he should fight Kolar and this one. The party Varuna. The party has taken a call that it has been given on his recommendation, on his acceptance, it has given Varna, then there is a big demand that Kolar also he should fight. The Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge is there. He will take a political call on
What's your view?
My view is that whatever the High Command takes, I will advise. I agree with it.
So you just heard what DK Shiv Kumar said. Listen in now to what another senior leader of the Congress party, Siddaramaiah, had to say about becoming Chief Minister. This was an exclusive interview given to India Today Television's Nagarjun Dwarkanath. Here's what Siddaramaiah said.
You and DK Shiv Kumar, are you fighting it unitedly this election, or is there some...
No. See, Congress party is totally united.
Okay.
There is no difference between myself and Shiv Kumar. Shiv Kumar is also one of the aspirants.
Correct.
Nothing wrong in that.
You're okay with it?
It is nothing wrong in that. If anybody wants to become the Chief Minister, nothing wrong. Ultimately, the elected MLAs will have to decide the leader of the legislature party.
Correct.
And the High Command has to take a decision.
A lot of surveys are saying, and political analysts are saying, if Congress announces Siddaramaiah name as CM candidate, there will be a sweep for the Congress.
But that is not the procedure so far in Karnataka. See, before the election, Congress party never announced the name of the leader. But it is Congress party leave it to the decision of the elected MLAs and also the High Command ultimately.
You're also an aspirant, right?
Yes, 100% I'm an aspirant.
कर्नाटक की सरकार देश में सबसे भ्रष्ट सरकार है।
मोदी जी का जादू हर जगह सर चढ़कर बोलता है।
कर्नाटक की सरकार 40% की सरकार है।
कर्नाटका के लोगों ने संकल्प ले लिया है, मोदी तेरा कमल खिलेगा।
The Congress was in power. Karnataka was in harmony.
Congress party is going to win the election.
दुनिया आज भारत की तरफ देख रही है और भारत हमारे कर्नाटका की तरफ देख रहा है।
Meanwhile, for the Bharatiya Janata Party in election-bound Karnataka, it is a superstar alliance. Ahead of elections, Kannada star Sudeep Kicha has extended support for Karnataka's Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai and thereby for the BJP. Former Karnataka Chief Minister Yediyurappa has congratulated Sudeep for extending support to Basavaraj Bommai, claiming that Sudeep is a famous star of the Kannada film industry and his support will help the BJP too. But after he made it clear that he's primarily with the BJP because of Chief Minister Bommai and a personal equation, a Shivmoga-based lawyer, KP Shripal, urged Election Commission to stop the telecast of Kicha Sudeep's films, shows till elections are over because it may manipulate the voters. The Congress party also hit out at Kicha Sudeep, claiming central investigation agencies may be after Sudeep and that's why he's supporting the BJP.
He is a famous film actor that will help to our Bharatiya Janata Party wherever he goes. And it's a very good thing that he told Bommai ji that he is going to support Bharatiya Janata Party. Wherever necessary, he is going to come and participate in the meeting. That will help to our party. So I will congratulate him that he has taken such decision. It will be helpful to party.
So let's go across now to my colleague Sagai Raj in Bengaluru. Sagai, with all newsmakers first on India Today, it's also as much about which party may win as it is about who will become the chief minister. But for the BJP, they are all guns blazing, whether it's star campaigner Prime Minister Modi or whether it's star campaigner, a star already, Kicha Sudeep.
So BJP is trying to get the star campaigners to back them in the state of Karnataka. Remember, Pooja, I would like to remind you when Amit Shah was in Bellary, when he was addressing a huge gathering, he had seeked the vote in the name of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and B.S. Yediyurappa, and he forgot the name of Basavaraj Bommai. And BJP understands that probably if they go with Basavaraj Bommai, it is not going to help them, it will not be fruitful, and probably that is the reason, one of the reasons that why they are depending upon their star campaigners, that is Prime Minister Narendra Modi, to get votes for them. And that is one of the reasons why Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be visiting Karnataka quite often for BJP. And talking about actor Sudeep, and Sudeep has categorically said that he will be campaigning only for his uncle, that is the Chief Minister of Karnataka, and if he asks, and he will try to do that. And there is also a check for Chief Minister where he says that he also understands his constraints. You mean to say Sudeep's constraint and limitations, and probably Chief Minister will keep all those things in the mind, and if he asks, he will go ahead and campaign. So keeping all these things in the mind, BJP is trying to push forward to get the cinema stars to back them in this forthcoming election. On the other side, Congress has hit out at BJP, stating that they are using agencies to blackmail these actors to back them. But the BJP says that the Congress is in fear, and that is the reason they are making these kind of statements.
Keep tracking all the latest on this again. Keep getting us reactions, because that's exactly what happened. When this duo press conference took place with Basavaraj Bommai and Kicha Sudeep together, it was political fireworks right on. The BJP says support will give the Saffron Party enough ammunition. The Congress says stars will not decide about the fate of electoral politics. People of Karnataka will decide who wins. And that is an important question, because with this stardom, with the caste equations, can Kicha Sudeep deliver a winning shot for the BJP in Karnataka?
I'm here to give my support to my dear uncle and my respected Bommai sir. So I'm here to render my support, sir.
Kicha Sudeep's political punch has triggered a full-blown political fistfight in state of war Karnataka. The Congress, which was wooing Sudeep itself, is downplaying Sudeep's saffron swing.
Bharatiya Janata Party can influence anybody. Let them influence. The Karnataka election will be decided by 6.5 crore Kannadigas' brother and sisters, not by film actors.
Another actor who's very vocal about his political likes and dislikes, Prakash Raj, also said that he was surprised by Sudeep's move. Actor turned politician and an independent MP from Mandya, Sumalata, however, disagrees.
I think as far as both of them go, they are going more by their friendships and their equations, which, you know, they have with several leaders, and that's why they are supporting them. And definitely it's a plus for the party. It's a strength, added strength for the party.
Darshan and Sudeep will be added advantage to BJP. The BJP is confident that Sudeep's star power will be a definite sentiment booster and also attract some tribal votes, especially in central Karnataka.
He has a huge following in Karnataka. Definitely it will help the prospects to revive back and to come back into power.
Master stroke or desperation, the political war of words over Sudeep will continue. But its true impact will only be judged by the number of votes BJP gets. Will Sudeep be that X factor for the BJP? We will know on 13th of May. Bureau Report, India Today.
So is it just Kicha Sudeep, or could there be other names as well? Because speculation is rife that there are other stars as well from the southern film industry who could start campaigning for the Bharatiya Janata Party. So what could be those names? We have some scoop on that, about the previous meetings also that have taken place. Here's a report. Take a look.
The stars seem to have aligned for the BJP in the south. With an eye on Karnataka and Andhra assembly polls, the Saffron Party is betting big on star power. After Kannada superstar Kicha Sudeep declared that he will be the party's star campaigner, Another prominent film star and independent MP, Sumalata, has pledged support to BJP. Sumalata even met the Prime Minister along with her son in New Delhi.
Right now, because I'm as an independent, I don't have the provision to join a party, so I've extended my outside support to them.
Sumalata says she's been invited to join the party.
Are you joining BJP? Are you considering the offer? Is there any offer to you, ma'am?
No, of course there's an offer, but it doesn't work that way right now.
Kannada actor Darshan is also likely to campaign for the BJP for Karnataka polls. In State Award Andhra, a meeting between BJP boss JP Nadda and actor turned politician Pavan Kalyan triggered big buzz. The BJP Twitter handle posted that the meet was an insightful exchange of ideas and thoughts. Last year, the Jana Sena chief had also met Prime Minister Modi. The power star's support could be a big boost to BJP in Andhra as far as optics go. Pavan Kalyan started his political party Jana Sena in 2014, but won only 1 out of 137 seats in the 2019 Assembly elections. He's also known to be close to former Chief Minister and TDP Chief Chandrababu Naidu. The stars are all there, but will they also align to ensure a BJP victory? Bureau Report, India Today.
But one film star who's already an independent member of parliament, Sumalata, has confirmed that she will be extending her support for the Bharatiya Janata Party, but not joining the Saffron Party, at least not right now. Listen in to what she said.
You've also met Prime Minister Narendra Modi. What is the status? Are you joining BJP? Are you considering the offer? Is there any offer to you, ma'am?
No, of course there's an offer, but it doesn't work that way right now because I'm as an independent, I don't have the provision to join a party, so I've extended my outside support to them, and it's as good as me being in the party because I'm going to be there for the party in every which way.
Okay. Also, ma'am, again, speculations arrive that your son might contest, might join BJP and might contest the next assembly polls or might be next Lok Sabha polls from BJP's ticket.
Well, I have stated very clearly in my press meet when I had announced my support to the BJP that it's only going to be one of us who's going to be in politics at the same time. So as long as I'm active in politics, my son doesn't want to even enter politics in any which way, either than being a support for me. So that question doesn't arise at all now. We don't believe in family politics and, all of us being in, the electoral politics at the same time. That's not how we want to do it.
I'm a noted actor from your state, Mr. Kicha Sudeep. He has pledged his support to BJP. He said that he'll be campaigning for the party. Darshan is also likely to support BJP. You think that this is going to help BJP?
I think as far as both of them go, they are going more by their friendships and their equations, which they have with several leaders, and that's why they are supporting them. And definitely, it's a plus for the party. It's a strength, added strength for the party.
Moving on now, actor and activist Chetan Ahimsa was arrested recently for making some religious and political comments. He's spoken about it to India Today. Listen into what he said.
As the campaign ground in Karnataka heats up ahead of elections, we're seeing some voices in the state that were really objected to. Chetan, I have with me right here, who calls himself Chetan Ahimsa. He's a popular actor turned activist. He was arrested very recently for making a political/religious or religious/political tweet, and is now out on bail. Chetan,
right. Out on bail. Yeah. I wrote a tweet about 10 days back. It said Hindutva is built on lies. I gave factual reasons for it, how Savarkar's statement about the Indian nation being built after Rama defeats Ravana and comes back to Ayodhya. That's a lie. I talked about Babri Masjid and how it is also the birthplace of Rama is also a lie. And this Karnataka politics where Uri Gowda and Nanjegowda are these fictional characters that are supposed to have killed Tippu. I said that is also a lie. Hindutva, which is lies, can be defeated with the truth. The truth is equality. And that was the tweet I put out. I looked at it as a very innocuous, innocent tweet, but I think the powers that be cannot defeat us on an ideological, factual level, and seems to infringe on my freedom of speech and put me in jail for as a result of it.
But you call it an innocent tweet, but to be honest, even when I wanted to ask you the question, I was nervous. And in a political climate as sensitive as ours at this point, saying something like that would naturally incite religious feelings. And that's precisely the case on you as well, that your comments has instigated a certain community and has hurt religious sentiments.
Yes, 295A has been put on it, hurting religious sentiments, but Hindutva is not a religion. Hindutva is a socio-cultural political ideology of the past 100 years. We are fighting for separate Lingayat religion status, just like the Sarna Adivasis are fighting for separate status. If you want Hindutva to be a religion, let's fight for that status. But Hindutva can't hijack Hinduism and be a political party and say it's a 100-year-old RSS ideology. It can't be both. We look at it as a socio-cultural political ideology. It's not a religious sentiment. Can religious sentiments be hurt or be targeted or be discussed is a different matter. This is not a religious matter. It's a political ideology, and we're questioning that through facts and through analysis, not through lies. And Hindutva is built on lies, is what I said, and this is holding true today.
All right, so a lot of heightened activity and comments that are coming in. This is election-bound Karnataka, high stakes as well. I'm heading into a very short break. Stay tuned, lots more on the other side. You're watching The Lunch Break.
Most important would be to go and consult a dermatologist, because this is not something you can treat on your own. However, what is the basic step and why does it happen? So heat rash happens because of the trapping of the sweat gland or sweat duct, and there is sweat under the skin. So you see it can be of varied types. It can be red color, or it can be crystal-like, or it can be pustular. So these are the various types of heat rash which can be seen depending upon the level of the sweat duct which is involved. So most important steps which we can do during summers is to wear loose clothing. Don't wear very tight clothing, because that can cause friction, as well as it can lead to mechanical damage because of rubbing, and so the skin barrier could be disrupted. So make sure that your barrier is intact, and you can use moisturizer which will act like a lubricating agent, so it will protect your skin.
Tell us about heat burns and how to avoid them.
You have to use something to negate the effects of your direct exposure to sun, like hat you can use goggles, so that eye irritation will not happen. You can cover your arms and your body parts with a soft cotton clothes, so that you will not get sunburns.
Why do I keep getting headaches in summers? Is it a sign of dehydration?
One of the symptoms of dehydration is lightheadedness and mild headache. Of course, be very clear in your head that this is not the basic sign of dehydration. So there are a lot of headaches which happen in summers, especially those who are prone to migraine. Summers and extreme heat precipitates the headache, and therefore dehydration of course can give you lightheadedness and some headache, but other causes of headache must also be considered.
Everyone's been giving rave reviews about Swigato, the trailer that you guys just saw. It is a theatrical release. It's not an OTT only release, of course. I urge all of you all to go to the cinema halls and watch this movie. It's a tearjerker. It's doing well at film festivals across the world. But more importantly, I host a technology show for the India Today group. And there's a huge tech element behind this particular movie. It's man and algorithm. Everything changed during the lockdown. And content consumption patterns changed. More importantly, how we really ordered food all the time and were largely apathetic to the real situation on the other end of the delivery app. So how much of this, the script writing process was actually influenced, Nandita, by the algorithm?
Firstly, it was born during COVID times when, the irony of stay home, stay safe, I think wasn't lost on us because we were at home and we were still seeing these stories on television, in news about so many migrant workers trying to go back home. So much of joblessness had increased. People were doing far more menial work than what they deserved or what they were doing earlier. So there was all of this happening, and in some ways gig economy was seen as a bit of a savior. It was a new profession comparatively, and there were a lot of young people who were delivering things while we sat at home. And it was just I was just curious that what was their life? Because this was not a traditional workspace where you have colleagues and co-workers and a boss and you ask around and you complain about something. There was no contact. You were literally on your own with this one phone in your hand, and in a country that's largely, not so literate, grappling with rules changing on the phone, with new instructions, and, this ominous boss who's sort of invisible in some sense. Everything is on the phone. Who do you talk to? Who do you ask? Who is your colleague? So it was just sort of interesting that how these nameless, faceless people were just called, Oi Swiggy, Oi Zomato.
Radicalization through YouTube channels is a new information that surfaced with regard to the Kerala train attacker accused Shahrukh Saifi, that the radicalization that took place was with regard to YouTube and social media channels. According to investigators, details that are coming in that he's yet to reveal the name of the handler, but agencies believe that he's been indoctrinated and he's changed his lifestyle in the past 1 year. So in the past 1 year, some developments have taken around his life where he started to change, and that investigation shows that there was this sudden mysterious trip to Kerala that family members also were not aware about. There is a diary entry, according to the investigators, has been found, and that hints at the radicalization that, according to the probe that is currently on, and an excerpt of that, a snippet of that diary on your screens also, that it was against infidels. There were statements like, let's do it. We're trying to access more information about what does that mean. Because remember, it was about what was the motive and reasoning for him to be in Kerala in the first place, on a train in Kozhikode, where that incident happened. 3 people were found dead on the tracks, and there were inflammable material that was poured on the seats where the other passengers were sitting. He managed to evade and run away. He thought he had got away, but it was in Ratnagiri in Maharashtra. Remember, from all the way to Kerala in Maharashtra, where the investigating agencies, Maharashtra ATS and Central Intelligence, finally were able to nab him. His family lives in Delhi. Here's what senior officers are saying.
A team of doctors is examining him from all the angles. We haven't started questioning him. Once he is medically examined and the doctors confirm that, then we'll start questioning him. It was a combined effort by our SIT and central agencies and Maharashtra police.
Was he alone, sir, in this crime?
That we have to verify.
Yeah.
Whatever he says, we have to verify and trace his movements on the background and all that. Everything, then we'll be able to establish what exactly the sections of UAPA or other will be invoked.
That is Kerala's Director General of Police, Anil Kant, speaking about how they, of course, he may be giving certain statements. They also then need to verify it further. Investigation is currently on. Joining me live with the latest on this big story, Shibimol KG. With the latest. Shibimol, what's very intriguing is about how the changes that have happened. Why was he there on a train in Kerala in the first place? The horrific incident that took place. Because what my understanding is that what if he was not nabbed? This could have led to another turn of events, conspiracy theories, and perhaps now with his arrest that has come all the way from Maharashtra, many more details may come out,
Well, exactly, Pooja. In fact, the DGP was saying that anything further, any angle can be confirmed only after the questioning. From what we are understanding, the questioning is yet to start. The officials have reached the spot where the questioning will take place, but as of now, the questioning has not started, is what the DGP has said. Firstly, right now he's at the Kozhikode Medical College where medical tests are being conducted. The DGP was saying that they're conducting forensic, ortho, general medicine, all sort of medical tests, and only after he's properly physically examined by the doctors, he will be taken to questioning. Now, after that, as we know, the procedure is to produce him before the court. He will be produced before the court, and the FIR has been registered. A case has been registered based on the complaint by a passenger under IPC 1860 section 307, 326A, 436, 430. Now, that includes the attempt to murder as well as hurting somebody with intentionally, and also using elements like acid, etc. So those are the sections imposed based on the complaint filed by the passenger. Now, the police has said that there are a lot of things to be analysed. They have recovered a diary also from him, from the bag that was left on the railway track. In that, there were certain notes which says that, that has described his day-to-day activities, where he says that, I have to drink water correctly, I have to do namas correctly, I have to do yoga, and all of his daily activities and the kind of amount that he was earning from his carpentry. Now, he also has a YouTube channel, is what we are understanding, with the name Shahrukh Saifi Carpentry. Now, the logo of that YouTube channel has also been drawn on that on one of the notes that was discovered from that bag. So a lot of things to look into, but as of now the case has been registered and the police are just starting to question him, and only after further investigation and after many rounds of questioning is what the police is saying they can take anything seriously, because initially on the way he was asked certain questions, but he was giving different answers to he was giving answers that was not matching. So the police has said that they've not taken anything that he initially said seriously. Only after detailed investigation,
someone that radicalized and willing to indulge in this incident, in this violence, as the investigators are telling us, would also be prepared in case he is questioned. What would he say? So therefore, a lot of it will have to be verified. But the family says they had no idea. They had absolutely no knowledge about who was he interacting with and why was he in Kerala in the first place. Why was he there on that train? And even in Maharashtra, from where he's nabbed, they had absolutely no information about his whereabouts. And that's perhaps the lead where the police in Kerala will have to find out who was he in touch with, who was radicalizing him. Was it just YouTube channels, or was someone pushing him to watch certain videos which helps that brainwashing and radicalization further, Shibimul?
Well, exactly. A lot of things are to be analysed, are in front of Kerala police. A lot of questions that, because if a terror angle arises, then of course the NIA might have to interfere, is also what is something that we know. Now, from what we heard from police sources, this is the first time he's visiting Kerala. He has never been in Kerala before this. So the fact that he travelled from Delhi to Kerala to carry out a mission like this, it's, as of now, the police is feeling that it's impossible that he could have carried out it alone. If there could be somebody who was guiding him, because it was not an interstate, it was not a train that was traveling through many states. It was just it was a train that was moving from Alappuzha to Kannur. So it was a train moving inside Kerala, did not have any connection with other states. So him to come and enter this train randomly without any provocation, to spray petrol on passengers, it's a lot of things needs to be analysed here, is what the police are also saying. So his parents have, of course, said that they
keep tracking the latest, because this is a very significant case. It's not just about an altercation or someone pouring petrol. 3 people were found dead on the tracks. The leads have went from Kerala via Delhi. It was even thought could he be in Haryana, in Noida, in Uttar Pradesh. It was eventually he was nabbed from Ratnagiri in Maharashtra when he was undergoing treatment, that he left midway. Shibimul is tracking the latest on this, but this arsonist accused, Shahrukh Saifi, who's finally been nabbed by the ATS, by the NIA, eventually different agencies that got involved. But there's a diary entry that investigators say they have found. And there are mentions like, let's do it. There is a mention about infidels or kafirs as translated. But there is also a daily routine that has been found about whether he needs to and how he needs to practice religious issues very properly and sincerely. And that happened specifically since last year. He even quit smoking since the past 1 year. The accused happens to be a resident of Delhi Shaheen Bagh. It is still unknown why did he go all the way to Kerala to carry out the attack at all. Shahrukh Saifi was nabbed from Maharashtra while there were multiple state police and agencies after him and he was absconding. Sketches were released. Eyewitnesses came out with some information. Remember, all of this is about pouring an inflammable material, setting them on fire. The passengers who died on the Arapura-Kannur Express train. This is a horrific attack. It has led to death of 3 people, 9 people injured, and there was absolutely no reason for it at all. We have some news coming in from the hill state of Uttarakhand. A massive controversy has erupted over illegal mazars that have been set up. There are several places where it appears that some mazars have set up in Nainital's Jim Corbett National Park area. Now, according to the local residents and the administration, that these are illegally built. The local residents, Hindu right-wing groups are now demanding action against and are calling this a land grab attempt. They have also staged a protest against what they call as the illegal mazars. On the other hand, the Muslim community's devotees who visit these mazars have defended these areas, saying they have existed there for years now and they've known it. Some saying that some of them are even 70 years old. But after this controversy, which clearly has communal overtones, came to light, administration has taken note, ordered a probe into this matter. Here's a special report from the ground about how this case has become very sensitive and significant in Uttarakhand.
इस वक्त मेरी मौजूदगी जिम कॉर्बेट पार्क के बीचों बीच है और मेरे सामने आप जो देख रहे हैं ये एक मज़ार है। इसमें तमाम तरीके के चादर भी रखी हुई हैं, घंटियां भी लगी हुई हैं। कैमरे का अगर वाइड एंगल आप देखेंगे तो आपको चारों ओर मेरे पेड़, घना जंगल, जिम कॉर्बेट का वो क्षेत्र नज़र आएगा जहां आप भी आते हैं, लोग आते हैं, दूर दूर से आते हैं। पर उस क्षेत्र के बीच में, उस कॉर्बेट के बीच में एक अवैध तरीके से बसी हुई मज़ार आपको यहाँ नज़र आएगी। पर सवाल ये है कि जब जंगल की ज़मीन पर अवैध तरीके से मज़ार बनाना गलत है, इलीगल है, तो ये मज़ारे कैसे हैं?
ये पूरा का पूरा सरकारी ज़मीन है, वन विभाग का एरिया है। यहाँ पर लगभग 50 से ज़्यादा ऐसी मज़ारें बन चुकी हैं जो अब से नहीं धीरे धीरे इनमें काम हो रहा है। यहाँ से पहाड़ को जाने वाले जिसमें रेता बजरी जाता है ट्रकों में, तो वो ट्रक वाले भी क्या करते हैं कि 2-2 ईंटें अपनी निकाल के उन मज़ारों के बाहर छोड़ते हुए जाते हैं कि भविष्य में उसका निर्माण उन 2-2 ईंटों की सहायता से वो लोग कर सकें।
अब जैसे जिसकी कि में मौत होती गई उन लोगों की दरगाह बनती गई वो। अब इसी हिसाब से अब जितने इनके खादिम थे उन्हीं की दरगाह है। और कि मैं इस दरगाह को लगभग कि मैं 70 साल से तो कि मैं हम लोग कि मैं ऐसे मतलब मेरी 23 वर्ष की उम्र है, 23 वर्ष से मैं आता हूँ यहाँ पे जी। बाकी देखो ये वन विभाग वालों का काम है, अगर इतनी कि मैं आपत्ति तो उनको लगानी थी।
There was this heartwarming conversation between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and an artist from Karnataka of Bidri craft, Shah Rashid Ahmed Qadri, who had said, I expected this recognition for about 10 years during the UPA government, never expected it from the Modi government, but they were the ones, and you were the one, he said to Prime Minister Modi, to acknowledge it. But politics erupted ever since he said that. Qadri said that he was trying to get this award. Eventually, his contribution was acknowledged in this government, but the Congress has hit back. Remember, one, also because the artist is from Karnataka, it is an election-bound state. Congress says that Qadri won an award because he belongs to Karnataka, and they are claiming that there is an election motive in giving away and distributing these awards. Congress is asking the Bharatiya Janata Party whether this is a step to grab votes from the Muslim community from the election-bound state. Here's what the Congress Neta is saying.
अभी सर कर्नाटक में चुनाव भी है, आप वहीं से आते हैं, बिदर से आते हैं, तो कई बार ये भी देखा जाता है कि इस तरह के अवार्ड्स का चुनावी राजनीति पे भी असर पड़ता है। आपको लगता है कि कोई असर होने वाला है?
नहीं, मैं ये पॉलिटिशियन के साथ कभी भी नहीं रहता, मेरे को कुछ भी मतलब नहीं है वो लोगों से। असर पड़ेगा या नहीं पड़ेगा मेरे को तो मालूम नहीं, और मेरे को पॉलिटिक्स से है सो ताल्लुक भी रखना नहीं है, क्योंकि मुझे बीदर के डिप्टी कमिश्नर बीदर आइकन बनाए वो, इसलिए मेरे को पॉलिटिशियन से ताल्लुक रखना नहीं है मेरे को।
अच्छा सर, कल पद्मा अवार्ड्स दिए गए हैं, उसमें कर्नाटक से, बिदर से हैं शाह राशिद कादरी साहब, उनको भी अवार्ड दिया गया। अब उनका कहना है
कि उन्हें लगा था यूपीए सरकार में अवार्ड मिलेगा, बीजेपी ने उनको अवार्ड देके उनको गलत साबित किया, और साथ ही ये भी कह रहे हैं कि पहले अमीरों को अवार्ड दिया जाता था, अब चुन चुन के सुदूर इलाकों से गरीबों को, किसानों को, कलाकारों को अवार्ड दिया जा रहा है।
देखिए, पद्मा अवार्ड लाखों लोग इच्छा रखते हैं, लाखों लोगों के काम भी ऐसा, सबको नहीं होता। शायद ये 9 साल यूपीए रही होती तो इनका भी नंबर आता। मैं तो उन्हें बधाई दे रहा हूं, लेकिन ये बयान देना, ये बयान दिलवाना और उसको सुनियोजित ढंग से प्रचारित करना साबित करता है कि भाजपा ने कहीं न कहीं सुनियोजित ढंग से ये बयान दिलाया है।
आप कह रहे हैं बयान दिलवाया गया?
मुझे तो लगता यही है कि जिस तरीके से सुनियोजित ढंग से बयान दिया गया, तमाम लोग तमाम बातें बोले होंगे, पर चूंकि कर्नाटक का चुनाव होने वाला है, माइनॉरिटी की नजर में रख के इसे मैं मानता हूं कि कहीं न कहीं ये भाजपा ने अपना चुनाव में कुछ इसका लाभ मिले जो मिलने वाला नहीं है, ये भाजपा का दिलवाया हुआ।
एक गलत इमेज बीजेपी के ऊपर पिछले 20-25 साल में एक हवा खड़ा कर दिया, एक इमेज, रूमर बेस्ड इमेज। जबकि प्रधानमंत्री जी बार बार बोलते हैं सबका साथ, सबका विकास, और हम सब बार बार बोलते हैं वोट बैंक पॉलिटिक्स हमारा नहीं है। हर एक नागरिक भारतीय है, चाहे वो जिस भगवान को वो प्रार्थना करते हैं, हमें फर्क नहीं पड़ता।
कांग्रेस पीरियड में 5 साल तक अप्लाई करा, नहीं हुआ। उसके बाद मैं खामोश बैठ गया कि बीजेपी गवर्नमेंट कही है, यह हमको नहीं देती। मगर आप मेरा ख्याल गलत साबित करके मेरे को चुने, उसके लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। कांग्रेस पीरियड में 5 साल तक अप्लाई करा, नहीं हुआ। उसके बाद मैं खामोश बैठ गया कि बीजेपी गवर्नमेंट कही है, यह हमको नहीं देती। मगर आप मेरा ख्याल गलत साबित करके मेरे को चुने, उसके लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
So this is the conversation that took place, and we'll play it out again. This was, and also look at how Prime Minister Modi then reciprocated with a surprise smile. Remember that Shah Rashid Qadri is a Bidri craft artist, and it's a very important and significant, specific to Bidar area. This is what he said and how the Prime Minister reacted to what he said.
सर, प्रधानमंत्री से आपकी जो बातचीत हुई उसकी बड़ी चर्चा हो रही है, क्या चर्चा थी उसमें?
वो जब प्रधानमंत्री जी से मेरी मुलाकात हुई तब मैं उनसे कहा कि मैं कांग्रेस के पीरियड में मैं 10 साल पहले कोशिश किया था, 5 साल तक करता रहा, उसके बाद मैं खामोश हो गया, क्योंकि बीजेपी गवर्नमेंट आने के बाद मैं एकदम खामोश हो गया, मैं अप्लाई नहीं किया। उसकी वजह ये थी कि बीजेपी मुसलमानों को कुछ नहीं देती, ये समझ के मैं अप्लाई करना छोड़ दिया था। लेकिन आपने मेरा ख्याल को गलत साबित करते हुए मुझको चुन लिया अवार्ड के लिए, मैं आपका धन्यवाद करता हूं, बल्कि ऐसी बात हुई।
प्रधानमंत्री की तरफ से क्या रिएक्शन रहा, क्योंकि आपने जो बात कही उनकी पार्टी और उनके सरकार के लिए एक तरह से क्या, तो उनका तुरंत रिस्पांस क्या था?
तुरंत रिस्पांस क्या था, बहुत खिलखिला के हंस दिए वो, और कुछ बोले नहीं, हंस दिए वो।
All right, I'm now joined with Ashutosh Mishra with the latest on that. Now, it was a very sweet exchange, and he's been an artist for so many years and clearly expected a certain recognition, not from Modi government, and got it from then. And he was just appraising the Prime Minister about it. But this has become a huge political issue, primarily because he's from the state of Karnataka. What exactly has happened, and how is the Congress party charging at this? Ashutosh, if you can hear me, we are talking about the Bidri craft artist Rashid Qadri, who surprisingly when he was, that award ceremony was on and he was given the Padma Shri, the recognition, as you can see, he also decides to acknowledge Prime Minister Modi even when the ceremony taking place. Clearly a moment for someone, remember, who for many decades, possibly generations of a family, are associated with the craft. And Padma Awards lately are starting to be called People's Padma, because it's not just about popular personalities or politicians who are recognized, but people from different fields who have contributed to this country. And then he spoke to Prime Minister Modi, but this has turned out to be full-on political issue.
कांग्रेस पीरियड में 5 साल तक अप्लाई करा, नहीं हुआ। उसके बाद वो खामोश बैठ गया कि बीजेपी गवर्नमेंट है ये हमको नहीं देती, मगर आप मेरा ख्याल गलत साबित करके मेरे को चुने, उसके लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। कांग्रेस पीरियड में मैं 5 साल तक अप्लाई करा, नहीं हुआ। उसके बाद वो खामोश बैठ गया कि बीजेपी गवर्नमेंट है ये हमको नहीं देती, मगर आप मेरा ख्याल गलत साबित करके मेरे को चुने, उसके लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
All right, moving on now to some other stories as well. Reliance Industries chairperson Mukesh Ambani has regained his spot as Asia's richest person after rival Gautam Adani tumbled down to number 24. This is according to the Billionaire 2023 list by Forbes. With a net worth of $83.4 billion, 65-year-old Ambani is now also among world's top 10 billionaires at the 9th position. LVMH's Bernard Arnault has topped this coveted list of the world billionaires. Mukesh Ambani was ranked 10th in the prestigious list last year with an estimated net worth of $90.7 billion. Why did I mention the net worth previous year of this year? Take a look at this special report.
Mukesh Ambani, India's richest, Asia's richest, is now the world's 9th richest. In the latest Forbes Billionaires List 2023, Ambani is ranked higher than Steve Ballmer of Microsoft, Larry Page and Sergey Brin of Google, Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook and Michael Dell of Dell Technologies. The intriguing fact is, Ambani is the richest Indian in the world's top 10 billionaires who owns a sports club, Mumbai Indians, a well-known team in the Indian Premier League that has won more championships than rivals. He has also been involved in promoting other sports in India, including football and basketball. While Ambani moved up a notch to 9th place, his fortune actually decreased by more than $7 billion, from $90.7 billion in 2022 to $83.4 billion. There are a record number of Indians on the Forbes' 2023 list of the world's billionaires. This year's list features 169 Indians in total, 3 more than the previous year. Their combined fortune, however, took a hit, falling 10% to $675 billion from $750 billion in 2022. According to Forbes' list of the world's billionaires, the collective net worth of the top 25 individuals is estimated at $2.1 trillion this year, down from $2.3 trillion in 2022. Two-thirds of the top 25 are poorer than they were last year, compared to around half of the list overall. No one lost more than Jeff Bezos as Amazon shares crashed by 38%, thus taking him from number 2 in the world in 2022 to number 3 this year. This year's second biggest loser, Elon Musk, had it worse. He lost his title of the world's richest person after his pricey purchase of Twitter, which he funded in part by the sale of Tesla shares, helping to spook investors. Bureau Report, Business Today Television.
Well, on that great note, wrapping up this bulletin for now. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned to India Today Television.
Akansha, you've been tracking this layoff story ever since last year. What is the latest that you hear, and is there an end in sight to this?
Well, globally, the situation is still very grim, with major companies further downsizing their workforce and others contemplating the same. On Wednesday, Amazon went through a fresh round of layoffs that impacted over 100 people. And it is also being reported that Apple, that had not cut jobs so far, is also contemplating layoffs, which would impact thousands of people, even in India. Experts also believe that with the further advancement of AI tools, jobs across sector will be in danger if a regulatory policy is not put in place. Back to you.
Now, Akansha, what about in India? What do the trends now indicate?
Well, as per the data available on layoffs.fyi, around 20,000 people have lost their jobs in India. This number is way higher than the number of people who lost their jobs during the pandemic-related layoffs. Focusing on the sectors, the tech, IT, and startup sectors have been impacted the worst. In tech, a significant chunk of employees of big tech companies who were operating out of India, these companies like Google, Amazon, Meta, these people were also laid off. And in the Indian startup space, edtech startups like Byju's, Vedantu, Unacademy have been hit the worst. This is primarily because these companies were not profitable and depended on VC money. And once that drained out, because of the funding winter, they had no option but to make job cuts to reduce costs.
Women in Uttar Pradesh are shining bright, and how? In the state of UP, nearly 50% of the startups are headed by women, smashing all patriarchal stereotypes. Out of 8,714 registered startups in the state, over 4,300 are run by women entrepreneurs. Anushka Srivastava founded Animist Earth, which deals with eco-friendly handicrafts and traditional products. This has been her dream, which she says she's finally conquered.
हॉबी को आप पैशन को कैसे आप मनी में कन्वर्ट करोगे, तो वो उस लिए मैंने एक ई-कॉमर्स वेबसाइट शुरू करी जहाँ पर बेसिकली ज़्यादातर विमेंस एंड हाउसवाइफ्स और आर्टिजन्स हैं, ठीक है, जिनको हम लोग प्रोडक्ट जो लोग बनाते हैं उनके प्रोडक्ट की हम लोग अपनी वेबसाइट पे लिस्टिंग करवाते हैं.
In the outskirts of Lucknow, Vandana Singh's business of eco-friendly incense sticks is thriving. She's now running a successful business both offline and online.
इससे जो हम लोगों का लाभ हो रहा है, इससे करीब 7 महिलाएं यहाँ पर रोजगार कर रही हैं. मुझे भी, मेरी भी आर्थिक स्थिति पहले से बहुत अच्छी हुई है. जो सबसे अहम चीज़ है वो ये है कि ना तो लोन लेने में किसी तरह की दिक्कत हुई और ना बैंक से ही हमें किसी तरह से परेशान किया गया.
The state IT department also provides an extra 50% financial assistance to women entrepreneurs, which has been a big boost to their businesses.
फाइनेंसिंग के जो ऑप्शंस हैं, चाहे अगर हम बैंकिंग की बात करें या स्टेट गवर्नमेंट की भी बात करें, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट ने अपने बजट में भी अनाउंस किया था 1000 करोड़ रुपए का स्टार्टअप फंड बनाने का.
Good afternoon and welcome to the lunch break. I'm Pooja Shali. Let's begin first with the headlines at the top of 2. Congress says DK Shivkumar's most explosive interview on India Today, asserting Congress will win 141 seats. Also throws his ring in the hat for the Chief Minister's race.
Aspect. We believe that, yes, we should also, for me, my priority is not myself. My priority is bringing the Congress party to power.
So you are in the race?
See, definitely when opportunity comes, see, we are politicians, no? We are human beings.
Meanwhile, in election-bound Karnataka, it's the film stars infiltrating right now with the war for Karnataka too. It's a coup with regard to Sudeep getting under Congress's skin. Congress claims IT and ED shadow is over the actor. That's why he's supporting the BJP. Yedurappa, meanwhile, hails Sudeep's campaigning now. Prime Minister Modi's big Parivarvad and casteism attack on Congress during BJP Foundation Day address says some parties stage a drama over social justice.
जब भ्रष्टाचार की बात आती है, बीते वर्षों में बहुत सारे दल सामाजिक न्याय के नाम पर राजनीति का दिखावा करते हैं.
It's a big revelation in the Kerala train attack. Accused Shahrukh was radicalized using YouTube channels, indoctrinated once, then he changed his lifestyle in the past 1 year. A heartwarming conversation after a Muslim Padma awardee appreciated Modi's Sarkar's Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. Politics has erupted. Congress projects Qadri as a BJP stooge. Says all of this appeared to be set up deliberately. Says the motive was Karnataka elections. In a mega exclusive to India Today television, like all newsmakers speaking first to India Today now, Karnataka Congress Chief DK Shiv Kumar made his Chief Minister ambition very clear and in specific. Remember, just weeks to go now for the Karnataka Assembly election. Speculation is rife over Congress Chief Minister face, and that DK Shiv Kumar, while speaking to our consulting editor Rajdeep Sardesai, not only exuded confidence that in the 224 Assembly of Karnataka Assembly, that the Congress will win 141 seats, he said. But he also made it clear that there's nothing wrong, that he harbors the Chief Minister ambition. Shiv Kumar confirmed he wants to be the CM, but of course it will be the party high command that will decide as the final decision. Karnataka Congress chief also dismissed any impact of the double-engine Sarkar pitch of the BJP at the state and at the centre, and about Prime Minister as star campaigner. So it is, of course, the big moment of DK Shiv Kumar throwing his hat in the ring for the Chief Minister's position. This is the sharpest claim, remember. It's very significant. He's making it very clear, unabashed about it. He says, can become Chief Minister if the Congress decides, and there's nothing wrong with that ambition. I have been in the Congress for many decades now, have ensured its victory. I've been with the party at its worst time, and the Congress will also win at least 140 seats. Remember, the Karnataka Assembly has 224 seats. 140 clearly means a majority mark. DK Shiv Kumar says this is a do-or-die battle for us, but we are positive. And when he was asked specifically about Prime Minister Modi's as a star campaigner in Karnataka already, he said this double-engine issue does not work in Karnataka. We vote as locals, as Kannadigas in this election. This is the interview everyone's talking about. Dip in for now, an excerpt of the interview.
All politicians should aspire. We believe that, yes, we should also. For me, my priority is not myself. My priority is bringing the Congress party to power. Then my party high command will decide on its own political process.
So you are in the race?
See, definitely when opportunity comes, see, we are politicians, no? We are human beings. First, our party, as we love our country first, our state first, then our party. First, our party is important, then me becoming the chief minister.
While you claim that the Congress has the momentum in Karnataka, the belief is Congress also knows how to score self-goals. And one self-goal which is being talked about is Shiv Kumar versus Siddaramaiah. Kaun banega Mukhyamantri? That the battle, that's why even each seat, the battle is going on for candidates in every seat, because both you and Mr. Siddaramaiah want your candidates to be given tickets.
I don't want any of my candidate. Siddaramaiah also doesn't want any of his candidate. We want Congress candidate, winnable candidate. That is our agenda.
So all the candidates you've chosen have been on winnability, not on which camp they belong to, Siddaramaiah, MB Patil, Shiv Kumar camps.
See, we believe on winnability, we believe on social justice. All sections should be provided. That is our logic. Whatever 175 we have released as of now, his entire party is united on that. Rahul Gandhi factor also, a big sympathy wave is being created across the country. on the way he has been treated, the way he has been disqualified, the verdict which has come against him. I don't want to speak on the law or the court, but still the people of country feel that the sacrifice of Gandhi family, no one can't match. They have bungled themselves. This will not work. Before they could not bring any amendment in the ninth schedule or anything. This will not work. They have bungled themselves. What we have earlier, there was a big problem. I think they could not satisfy any of the section. Taking out 4%, Wakaligas was asking for 15-16%, Lingais was asking for 16%. They asked for a 2A, that has not been done. Ultimately, the minorities have gone to the general group. I think all sections they have lost now. All sections. Even the scheduled caste, I am telling you, they could have brought it to the parliament and made an amendment. Why did not dig to the parliament? The minister of the state government, coming from Karnataka, himself has replied that there is no such proposals. They are just trying to fool the people of Karnataka, especially the scheduled caste, the backward class, forget minorities. On other section also, nothing will help them. I think that will be a very big factor which they will going to lose.
The BJP says, look, this double engine Sarkar is the only way forward. You cannot have a single engine Sarkar. There will be a fight between center and state.
They could not do it. See, even that was Oscar Fund's contribution. It is Oscar Fund who did that, and the time of Congress party, we cleared it. Now they gave the contract and ultimately they could not complete, and the Chief Minister, Prime Minister could not have a full-fledged inauguration. Just for a political purpose he had come. 81 deaths as there. I don't want to comment much on the quality of the work which has been done.
You can watch this whole interview on indiatoday.in. All questions asked, all questions answered. And taking that interview was our consulting editor, Rajdeep Sardesai, who now joins me live. Also from Bengaluru, Sagai Raj, who tracks all the updates coming in from the ground. Akshata Nandgopal live from the newsroom with a perspective as well on this. First to you, of course, Rajdeep. What I liked through the interview was every question that you threw to him, it was with a smile that he answered. And in the end, when he said 141 seats, but it will eventually be about, even if they win this, Chief Minister's position, to which he said, there's nothing wrong in having that ambition. Do tell us more about that Chief Minister's position that he mentioned about.
Look, Pooja, in Karnataka, the Congress has always had a lot of chief ministerial contenders. It's one of the few states where the Congress is not short of strong local leaders. And DK Shivkumar is naturally one of them. If the Congress, and it's a big if even now, gets a majority, then be sure that there will be a battle for the chief minister's post. Mr. Siddaramaiah is in a way the front runner for that, because simply he has been in the post before, and he is the kind of person who perhaps has the widest appeal across the crucial castes that make a difference in Karnataka's politics, especially the backward castes, and in this case also Muslims. DK Shivkumar, on the other hand, is the organizational man. He's the one who's been doing the nuts and bolts in a way of this campaign, and he's the one who sort of put all of this together, particularly post 2020 when he became Congress president. You could have a situation where the two of them are engaged in a tug of war, and the High Command will have to decide who they plump for. Will they even come in for a third candidate as a compromise? But for now, Siddaramaiah is front runner. DK Shivkumar possibly bargaining hard for the Chief Minister's post, but if not that, then Deputy Chief Minister and important portfolios, and all of this, of course, in the realm of conjecture, because the Congress hasn't won any election as yet. DK Shivkumar can smile and claim 141, but remember, Pooja, 3 of the last 5 elections in Karnataka have led to hung assemblies. So who knows, the last laugh could well be of Kumaraswamy and HD Devagowda.
He also maintained it. Rajdeep, also when you asked him about the seats and to say it with confidence, he did. Without blinking an eyelid, he said 141 in a 224 assembly. 141 is a big number for a party in opposition to claim, and specifically even him, while he's also facing charges against him right now with questioning that he's been asked to come for.
Pooja, the fact is that the Congress has in the past had clear majorities in Karnataka. 1999 they got over 130, 2013 they got over 120. So unlike the BJP, which has never got a majority on its own, the Congress has got a majority in Karnataka. It's one of the few states again where the Congress actually has a strong grassroots organization and a cross-class, cross-caste base. So, and there is anti-incumbency. There's no doubt, and this is not just this time, but in the elections of Karnataka over the last 20-25 years, we've seen significant anti-incumbency, and many local reports are suggesting that that is why the Congress has the momentum. The question is the momentum enough to reach 141, or will the Congress stop short of a halfway mark, particularly if the JDS is able to hold its own in the old Mysore region? That could change the equations once again. So, while DK Shiv Kumar can hope for 141, it's not going to be easy, and the BJP, particularly with the Modi-Shah style of election campaigning, will also put all their efforts to stop the Congress from crossing the halfway mark. So it's make or break for Congress and Mr. DK Shiv Kumar. It's also, in a way, a make or break election for the JDS. The BJP will hope to stop the Congress at the halfway mark and throw up a hung assembly and then work on post-poll equations.
It's definitely a high-stake election. It is do-or-die battle for many, including even in the BJP and in the Congress and JDS as well. Very interesting interview there, Rajdeep. I request you to please stay on because I'll go across to Akshata Nandagopal live in the newsroom as well. Akshata, what do you think was the reason behind his confidence? Even when the question of the double-engine Sarkar was put to him, he said, doesn't matter, it's not going to harm us.
That's right. The number of 141, very ambitious. Pooja, first of all, congratulations to Rajdeep on that excellent interview because it's making huge political waves in Karnataka. 141 is a tall ask for the Congress because you compare it to how they performed in 2018 and 2013. 2018, of course, didn't go too well for them when they got just about 80 seats. 2013, they got 122, which by itself was a huge mark for the Congress. From that to bring it to 141 is a very, very tall ask. And, of course, a big promise that DK Shiv Kumar is making. I mentioned this earlier too as well, Pooja, that there's a reason we referred to him, and many in Karnataka call him as the Chanakya of Karnataka, because DK Shiv Kumar is essentially the architect right now for the Karnataka Congress. The party, the regional leadership, the national leadership, everyone's banking on him to take them across and ensure that they win this battle in Karnataka. So when he says 141, the BJP will be watching out very carefully of what he has up his sleeve. There'll be a couple of factors, of course, that will decide on whether they can reach that number. The old Mysore region, as Rajdeep pointed out, you've got 40 seats up for grabs there. If the JDS doesn't manage to work its magic this time around, then perhaps it could work in Congress's favor. We also have to keep in mind that the BJP is going all out right now to ensure that they can kind of grab some seats in old Mysore region. And old Mysore region perhaps is the biggest way that DK Shiv Kumar himself will have, being a Vokaliga himself. Then they will also be the focus on central Karnataka, which isn't really a stronghold for the Congress. If they hope to get to a 140 plus, they will have to make inroads in central Karnataka as well, and then bank on the Mallikarjun Kharge factor, the Ahinda factor that goes in Siddharamaya's favor, the caste equations, all of that comes into play in a Hyderabad, Karnataka as well. So if DK Shiv Kumar is saying 140 plus right now, it will be keeping in mind that they're making inroads in several of these regions, which will mean bad news largely for the BJP.
Very interesting. Sagairaj, I come to you now. The BJP is getting star campaigners like Kicha Sudeep. They're getting their star campaigners like Prime Minister Modi, ensuring it's all guns blazing. They're not taking the fact for granted the fact that they are in the government. But the Congress says, and DK Shiv Kumar here says, we don't need any of this. We are enough. We know that the people will vote for us as local leaders. That's clearly how the Congress is trying to strategize this.
Absolutely, Pooja. And let me add a few more points to what Rajdeep and Akshita
said.
Remember that despite losing in 2018 with BJP getting majority of the numbers in the state of Karnataka, Congress had the highest vote share when you compare to three other parties. Despite getting majority seats in BJP, the BJP had a lesser vote share than the Congress, which got only 80 seats. So apart from that, remember DK Shiv Kumar was a go-to man for the the Congress. BJP, whenever Congress was in crisis, when Ahmed Patel was contesting for Rajya Sabha seat, the MLAs were shifted to Bengaluru and in charge was given to DK Shivakumar. And even when Congress was in crisis, when MLAs were turncoats trying to join BJP and Congress lost the power in the state of Karnataka, again Congress had given in charge to DK Shivakumar to handle the Congress in the state of Karnataka. He was made the president. So he has revived the party in the state of Karnataka. After he came back to power, the social media was more active. We have seen the social media campaign done by the Congress. We have seen the protest done by the Congress against the BJP government. So it was a major boost for the Congress, and DK Shivakumar feels that he should be given an opportunity to prove his capabilities in the state of Karnataka. And hands down that even in last year when he was addressing a press conference in Mysore, he went on to say that he is not wearing a khadi and he's not wearing a khadi, sannyasi khadi. So he is not come for just to do service. He even had the ambition to become the chief minister. And talking about your question about BJP going for the stars, yes, Congress feel that their base has become strong now and they don't require these kind of star campaigners for them. And on the other side, BJP also done their internal survey and they feel that their graph is not moving ahead. So they had to technically depend upon their star campaigners. Who are their star campaigners? Prime Minister Narendra Modi and B.S. Yediyurappa, who can fetch the votes for them. And even then, if it is not getting them, then you have to go for the film actors who can influence
very interesting
the
what you're
voters.
saying. So
But
for the
how
Congress
far
party,
these actors can get the votes for them?
Well, that's where stardom comes in. That's likely the caste equation as well. So there is, of course, a reason that the BJP is pulling in the star campaigners. But is it just Congress confidence? Or perhaps they also know that there is some evidence backing it behind that confidence. Rajdeep Sardesai took that interview. You must watch the whole interview on indiatoday.in. DK Shivakumar, call him the troubleshooter, call him the Chanakya of Karnataka politics. The fact is, he's confident that he will be able to pull to victory the Congress party in the southern state of Karnataka. I want to thank Rajdeep Sardesai, Akshata Nandagopal and Sagai Raj for the latest, and we'll continue to play the snippets of this interview as well.
I want my party to take a call on it. I want my legislature to take a call on it. We have aspiration. We all are human beings. Why not? I am senior to everyone. You said 85. I am 35 years continuously elected to the assembly with all authority. I am my seniority.
You tell looking into the camera, give me your final number for Karnataka because I will hold you to this number on the 13th of May.
My number Karnataka on 13th, 141 will be the number.
So you heard what DK Shivakumar said about and unabashedly about the Chief Minister ambition. And here's what Siddaramaiah, many call him the rival, so to say, for the Chief Minister's position, also said to India Today's Nagarjun Dwarkanath about his Chief Minister's ambitions. Listen in.
You and DK Shivakumar, are you fighting it unitedly this election, or is there some...
No. See, Congress party is totally united.
Okay.
There is no difference between myself and Shivakumar. Shivakumar is also one of the aspirants.
Correct.
Nothing wrong in that.
You're okay with it?
It is nothing wrong in that. If anybody wants to become the chief minister, nothing wrong. Ultimately, the elected MLAs will have to decide the leader of the legislature party.
Correct.
And the High Command has to take a decision.
A lot of surveys are saying, and political analysts are saying, if Congress announces Siddaramaiah name as CM candidate, there will be a sweep for the Congress.
But that is not the procedure so far in Karnataka. See, before the election, Congress party never announced the name of the leader. But it is Congress party leave it to the decision of the elected MLAs and also the High Command ultimately.
You're also an aspirant, right?
Yes, 100% I'm an aspirant.
So if the Congress party is banking on its senior-most local leaders of the state of Karnataka, what is the BJP up to? It's a superstar alliance that is being forged for the BJP in Karnataka. What does that mean? Superstar Sudeep Kicha extended support to campaign for Karnataka's Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai and thereby for the party. Former Karnataka CM Yediyurappa congratulated Sudeep and decided to welcome this step of his for extending support to Bommai and to the party. He's claiming that Sudeep is a famous star of the Kannada film industry and clearly his campaigning will help support the BJP too. Now, this was, remember, after Sudeep made it clear that he's only with the party primarily because of his personal equation with Bommai, called him even Uncle Bommai. A Shivamoga-based lawyer, KP Shripal, has now urged Election Commission to stop the telecast of Sudeep's movies and shows until elections are over. What has the Congress said about it? The Congress decided to taunt and hit out at Sudeep, claiming possibly the central probe agencies are after the actor and that's why he's forced to support the BJP at this time.
Really is a famous film actor that will helpful to our Bharatiya Janata Party wherever he goes. And it's a very good thing that he told Bommai ji that he is going to support Bharatiya Janata Party. Wherever necessary, he is going to come and participate in the meeting. That will helpful to our party. So I will congratulate him that he has taken such decision. It will be helpful to party.
After what happened with regard to the processions of Ram Navami, this is Hanuman Jayanti today being celebrated across the country. So a Hanuman Jayanti Yatra, a procession, is being taken across West Delhi, and look at the level of security. Delhi police personnel have been deployed on rooftops also. There's massive security deployment in Jahangirpuri because it was in Jahangirpuri last year where massive violence had erupted, remember, including stone pelting on the processions, even when the idol was being taken on the Hanuman Jayanti. This is the procession that's being taken out, much fanfare. This is Jahangirpuri area of West Delhi. We are being told that it has been turned, the part of it has been turned into a fortress, literally. Gates in some areas have been locked of the residents as well. And while the procession is being taken out, this is to ensure that a peaceful procession of the Hanuman Jayanti Yatra is taken out. Because this issue has communal sensitive overtones, we go across to Ashutosh Mishra. Look at this. Drones, cops on the rooftops, on the ground, in civis, all of that to ensure the procession passes off smoothly. Ashutosh, over to you. What do you see around you?
Well, Pooja, it's totally divine atmosphere in Delhi, and then, what is more significant is that this part of northeast Delhi, which was worst affected just 3 years ago during 2022 riots.
Ashutosh, I'll just come back to you. What we are looking at around him, one side is the procession, which is absolutely colorful, much fanfare, devotees all decked up in orange, and that is where the main Yatra procession is. It is on one of these vehicles where the Lord Hanuman idol is placed. There are seers, there's dancing, dhol. But while it is a celebration, remember it's passing through a sensitive location where last year there was a massive violence and vandalism that had taken place. Stones were pelted on this. Some of the arsonists said they were provoked to do it. Something was being said or played in the procession, while those in the procession said it was a peaceful yatra. It was unprovoked. Ashutosh Mishra is still on the ground in Jahangirpuri. I'll go across to him now again. Ashutosh, if you can hear me, yes. Go ahead. What do you see around you in Jahangirpuri? All right, Shreya Chatterjee is also in Jahangirpuri. Shreya, you reported about it last year as well. Some of the gates I see are locked. Are these primarily the areas of the members of the Muslim community who live there where the gates have been locked? What is happening? I see cops around just for a Hanuman Jayanti procession to pass through.
Well, exactly, so Pooja, the C block primarily where the yesterday, we saw that there's a measure that's been taken, which is a restrictive measure. The gates of those lanes have been... The police had also had a meeting with those residing...
All right, so these are fresh visuals coming in from Jahangirpuri. Remember, there are some narrow lanes also in this area. And because this has seen violence, vandalism, arson last year, there is heightened security this time as well. Cops on duty to ensure Hanuman Jayanti procession goes off smoothly. Well, an incident that should have actually been being celebrated together in peace has now become such a controversy that cops have to be deployed to ensure it is all peaceful. I'm heading to a very short break. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned.
What exactly is the correlation between crude oil and gold, and what do the current elevated crude oil prices really mean for the gold prices as well?
Well, Sakshi, thank you for having me on the show. Well, it's a very interesting combination between crude, inflation and gold prices, and dollar is in the center of all this. Now we got to see that what is happening in the world for the last 1.5 years. We've seen higher inflation and a lot of central bank action to curtail this inflation. Now, to top it up, crude oil prices were in corrective mode from $100 to about $70. Journey has been taken probably 1 year's time frame. And ever since $70 was breached, say probably in the last month, market participants had aggressive short positions. They started to believe that inflation would start to cool off. Along with inflation, crude oil prices are likely to correct further, which is going to be adding another cushion. And Fed will not need to jack up rates very aggressively from here on. But there has been a sudden shift where OPEC plus nations have stepped in and wanted to send a strong message to the world that they are still the price controllers or price drivers of crude oil prices globally. Short positions were aggressive, as I mentioned, and that led to a massive covering, which led to a spike of about 7 to 8% in Brent and WTI prices. And to top it up, this is all going to add to inflationary concerns eventually, and which will force the Fed to probably look towards more tapering of rates in the near future, and that doesn't bode very well for the dollar, which has been in corrective mode from 104 levels. We are seeing dollar toward 101, 102 levels, and has been positive for gold prices.
The investors at this point in time are quite nervous and confused as to how should they be really approaching their investments to gold at this point in time. Looking at the macroeconomic uncertainties right now and a lot of developments that you also believe that you will be tracking over the next month or so, what are you advising investors to do at this point?
Well, if you are invested, stay put. If you want to buy gold for say probably marriage purpose, you can get better entry levels. If you want to be an investor in gold, this is not the right time. Maybe say 3-4% upside momentum could be witnessed in the next few weeks and months. But beyond that, I do not see gold prices heading and sustaining well. So I would like investors to stay away at this point in time. And if at all gold prices surge about 3-5% from here, investors who are already invested can look to book some profit and look for alternate investments.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
They were banned by the Indian state, banned for a dark terror footprint. But the Popular Front of India is alive. And our sting operation proves it. An investigation that will quake India and send tremors through Karnataka. Operation PFI, an India Today special investigation.
Hello and welcome. You're watching our special broadcast. I'm Dipali Patel, and in this episode of NTR Cinema, we will bring you a lowdown on young Tiger, who became a pan-India superstar with S.S. Rajamouli's RRR. His cinematic journey is no less than a dream, so let's first begin by tracing that before anything else. He started off as a child artist in 1996, then went on to star as a lead actor in 2001. He established himself as one of the most sought-after actors in the Telugu film industry, and his journey to stardom is ever so inspiring.
నేను ఆనంద్ ఈ భూమన్నా ఈ భూమి మీద ఏ సృష్టి అన్నా నాకు చాలా ఇష్టం.
One of the finest gems of Telugu cinema.
చెట్లు మొక్కలు గాలి నీరు.
Known for his dialogue delivery and flawless dance moves. Junior NTR has emerged as one of the most recognizable faces. Tarak was born on 20th May 1983 in Hyderabad to Nandamuri Harikrishna and Shalini Rao. He is the half-brother of actor and producer Nandamuri Kalyan Ram, the nephew of actor and politician Nandamuri Balakrishna, and former Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh N. Chandrababu Naidu, and the cousin of actors Tarak Rama and politician Nara Lokesh. Junior NTR also learnt Kuchipudi dance in early childhood and performed in India